they'll be doing it this way, and vice versa. So it's hard to how do you corral a bunch of alphas, you know?
Yeah, it's a trial and error process still for us, everyone here still today. I think if you just try your best and you just do whatever you think is good for the moment, that's good enough. I mean, we're all still struggling on that exact thing. Of course, everyone would like to get through to these people and have them take the red pill and actually swallow it and actually listen to the information and process it and all that kind of stuff. But that's something that's on them. I mean, all we can do is hand it to them. And it's up to them whether or not they actually want to process it, think about it, consider it, whatnot. Most of the time, they just listen and it goes in one ear and one ear and out the next, and that's all they do with it. And thank goodness there are a few people that do stop and think and listen to what we've got to say, or we would never get any new people. But yeah, it's just trial and error, bro. And as long as you're trying and doing what you know and telling the truth about the things you know about, you can't do any better than that, bro. I mean, really, if you're doing that, that's more than most people are doing. And I have to take my hat off to you. Period. If you're trying, that's more than most people are doing. And I don't think there's any set system that works like he was just saying, how you going to get all these people to agree to one thing at the same time? It just doesn't work that way. It's on an individual basis. Sometimes you get through to them, sometimes you don't. And as long as you're trying, that's all that counts, bro.
Yeah, when you're going through that awakening or that self discovery, there's a lot of difficult conversations you have to have with yourself.
Yeah.
Well, how would that work? How would this work? You have to look at it from all different angles, right? When we started this in 2015, it was this place didn't exist. We were all having our conversations with ourselves. There was nobody
Yeah.
else to talk to.
Yep. So, it's just this is a result of this place is a result of uh the last 5, 6, 7 years of people like you and me processing this information, understanding it, and then having the desire to share it with others. And hopefully it just grows and grows and grows from there. And it's the best we can do, bro. I mean, I've tried and just been laughed at and walked away from. And, you know, rarely have I had anyone actually sit down but it has happened. I mean, I have had people listen and want to learn, but man, it's not like it happens every time, I'll tell you that.
I
I
would
hear you. No, go ahead.
I would like to think that we're like a mirror. Right? However you want to treat us is how you're going to get treated back, right? So
I
Yeah,
can
that's
see that. I appreciate you guys so much, and the whole thing is that this is such an important topic, and it's not just hey, this is a theory. I mean, it's not just hey, why are leaves on trees and why is grass green? It's not that. This is literally life and death stuff, and that's how I look at it. And it's like if this is so important, this is to me the hill to die on, right? And it's sad that people can't see it because this changes everything. It's just the craziest thing, and I want to
uh,
get it right. I don't. I mean, it's basically the same as if you're a Christian. I mean, the Bible tells you not to add or take away anything from the book, and that's what. If you don't get this right, you're a false teacher, and you're going to be judged twice as hard. And it's like this to me is, um, I don't know, it's big time. It's not just what's the role of teeth. I mean, it's just why is this paint white? Do people see white and this person sees gray? I don't get it. It's not. This is big time. This is the only thing that really matters.
yeah, you make a good point there. But like again, all you can do is do your best. All you can do is try. And as long as you're trying, I think you're doing a great job. I mean, no one's going to get it right every time. And because we just don't know everything. I wish we did. I mean, I wish we knew where the ends of the earth were, and I wish we knew what was on the other side of the firmament, or I wish we knew what the firmament was made of, or the exact location, and just so many things that there's still to learn that we just don't know. But we do know that these things have to exist. Otherwise, it's impossible. Like there are certain things that are, like you've heard, the necessary antecedent. The necessary antecedent for air pressure and for us to have an atmosphere is a container. And so, but where is it and what is it? Who knows at this point? I mean, it's just all you can do is communicate, to the best of your ability, what you do know to be true, and then go from there. I mean, if you're trying, bro, it's more than most people are doing. I know I said that before, but I think that's honestly, it is the truth. You just don't have that many people. Of course, there's a lot of people here doing it, but we're a small group of people. When you're talking about the entire population of the United States or the world or whatever, we're just a handful, a speck of people, very small cup of water to drink from here. And it's just, you know, it's a huge, uh, let's say,
Undertaking.
expectation even to try and reach everyone with this. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
but thanks.
not going to happen.
Yeah. No, but thanks to those who have made the content, especially in my case, to become aware of what's going on. I have the potential to spread that word, and if I can deliver it as well as I received it, I'm going to be going a long way with that, and I'm sure we can make a difference. I mean, look at what we did anyway. Look at where we are now.
Right. Yes,
Yeah.
I just agree with that. But as long as you're trying, that's the best you can do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You try really
Yes.
hard sometimes, Jen. I've listened to you, and you're good. You try. You really put an effort out, and if everyone did it as as put as much effort into it as you do, probably be doing a lot more work, necessary work that needs to be done.
Yeah, that's
Um,
appreciated, and same to you, sir. And also, as for the firmament now, I'm thinking that it's made of what we're made of. You know, like the nails, our eyeballs, the materials that come to make our eye and nail, for example, yeah, would be part of that firmament. You know, because you've got to look at it on a natural DNA level, and nature is the creator has created this earth. It's marvelous, you know, liquid, you got ice, insects, leaves, you know. So the firmament would be made of what we are made of, and we're made of the earth in that sense.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, look at the nail. Look at that nail. Yeah, you eat food, and then it goes through your body, and then comes out as part. Your nails grow. You need to cut them. Isn't that amazing?
yep,
Your toenails and your fingernails, right? And then you've got your eyeball. You know, which enables you to see. Right. So if that can happen to you, the firmament can easily be done, as far as I'm concerned. And it must be there.
well, yeah, it's something's got to be there. I mean, it
Yeah.
just something has to be there, or we wouldn't have this dynamic atmosphere that we have to
Right.
exist in and breathe, and rains and
Yeah.
winds and everything. The dynamics of it all are just so amazing.
Mm.
So yeah, thanks guys. I appreciate the encouragement, and that's why I come to this channel, because I am encouraged by you guys. So I do appreciate it. Like I said, I'm just trying to do my best, and that's all I can do. And um, so yeah, I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you too, man. If we don't walk it, we don't talk it, mate. That's how it is.
Back at you,
The
brother,
fellow.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Very interesting, this period of life we're in. Bloody interesting. Yeah, Nikola Tesla died at the age of 85, I think I heard today in the news. He died at the age of 85 in his room on his own. 85 years of age, Nikola Tesla. Apparently, his diet was crackers and milk because he didn't have much money towards the end of his life, you see. And yet he gave away so much of his knowledge and wealth because he said he wasn't interested in it. Well, he was more interested in the advancement of science and that. So he aided people. Good man, Nikola Tesla. That's why I wouldn't buy a Tesla car. I think the Tesla car is an insult to his name.
Hello,
Friendly. Hello. What is your name, sir?
I'm Pav.
Tab, was that? Sorry, I'm trying to find you.
P.
I didn't catch your name at all. I'm sorry.
I'm Pav with a P.
Oh, Pav. Okay, Pav with the B. Thank you very much for that. Yeah. Well, nice to meet your acquaintance, sir.
Nice meeting you too.
What have you been up to?
I'm just playing some games and I thought I'll come by and see what's going on.
Okay, you got any news for us?
Do you win the games?
Are you winning, son?
Well, I mean, if you're playing,
I always win.
Ah, good. You got it rigged.
Just like the system, baby. Let's
got
go.
any high score information for us?
No, unless you're playing GTA.
I play GTA. My name's Democ on there.
Let's
Spino
go.
and Shady Gamers. $900 in each.
Hmm. Earlier today, Flat Earther suggested we could go to Antarctica using an airship if we ever had the chance. An airship would be a good way to go across the icy expanse. What say you guys?
I'd say that's extremely risky, and
An airship of which
because it's so windy and the weather in the southern part or the near the ice ring is supposed to be so radical that they don't even travel the seas at certain times of the year. I mean, if it's not summertime, you don't go down there. And even then, it's hazardous. Ship. I can't imagine being in an airship, being blown around by 100-mile-an-hour winds that are 50 below zero, and going whatever direction. I don't know. I think an airship sounds
and
very, very
what
risky.
type of electrical discharge would be in that dry of a client, like the static you build up?
Okay. Now,
Yeah,
I didn't mean leaving the mainland and use an airship to get there. I mean arrive there and set up your airship, pump it up with the helium, and then begin from once you arrive. That's what I meant.
Oh,
Sorry.
just to get there? Oh, well, yeah. Who knows? You could use a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
still
once you
think once you get there, the weather's and the wind is just always so radical, Jen.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
where?
I did mention that fact to the Flat Earther that
I don't know that
there is a
you
But
problem
where
with
is
the
that?
wind. Yeah, the blizzards. Those blizzards look pretty bad, from what
Yeah,
I've
how you
seen.
gonna set an airship up in that kind of weather? You'd have to have it
Yeah.
roll down.
And where is there? Where would you? I mean,
Yeah, what
Well,
part of the place are you gonna touch down at? Deploy
well,
this thing.
this is me. You see, I'm thinking that if let's say I was in Japan and I just wanted to take a heading from Japan towards where I think the ice wall or the ice shelf is, and just head in that direction. Once we arrive and we've proven that so it's there, then you can begin in one direction using your instruments the best way you can. Mechanical instruments, because obviously instruments that rely on magnetism probably wouldn't work. So it'd have to be mechanical.
my question is, you're
You know
still
how
on.
they always direct us down off the tip of South America or from Australia.
That's right.
Exactly.
From
South
Australia
Africa.
or South Africa, right? And so, what about the other parts of the ice ring that are on the other side of the North Pole?
Exactly. That's why I said from Japan. Just go straight across from Japan where I am, and just go for it.
Yeah, don't go south.
No. Well, go south, but
South
not to not,
South
not to
America.
South America or Australia. No, just take a heading straight
Go
and then
east.
head for the other. Yeah,
Go
head
east
east
or west
exactly.
and hit a ice wall, and then yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. And then when you get there, I said to the flat earther that you could then set up your or our airship if that's the case, if that's what we're going to use, and then proceed from there. But of course, in bad weather, you'd have to come down and just anchor up because you're not going to get anywhere. Get
Right. Well,
lost.
see, here's the problem that I have with that whole scenario.
Yeah, go on.
What I'm talking about here, but I don't ever recall being shown any part of the ice ring or let's say the Antarctic ring. I don't recall ever being shown any part of it that is not near Australia or South America
That's right.
or even South Africa. Now
Absolutely.
that's less than one half the ice ring.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is
Whenever I've said I wanted to go to Antarctica, it was never from those 3 points. It would either be from Britain or from Japan, LA, Hawaii, and just make your way without no need to go to others because they come up all the time, and I'm fed up with those areas. It's got to be somewhere that's going to substantiate, part of that ice shelf, the wall. Yeah, got
Right,
to.
right. All
Got
I'm
to
saying
be
is I've never seen pictures of any place. Well, maybe they're from that. Maybe they're from the region I'm talking about. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's this is the secrecy part of this whole thing is just it's astronomical.
Yes.
The thumb they keep us under about this whole thing, and
Yeah.
so
Correct.
personally, I would think that there's other regions of the ice ring that are on the opposite side of the plane from, let's say, South America.
Mm.
If I was to go, that's probably where I would go, is probably that direction rather than go down there because that other place seems to be where everybody's at. And
Yep.
maybe there's even more people where I'm talking about. They just don't tell us about it. Maybe
That's right.
maybe they're all set up there and operate. Who knows? I'm just saying I
I mean,
would go.
there's two positives already from that decision you've made. There's two positive possibilities, and that is, like you said, there could be more people there, and then it's going to fill in the jigsaw puzzle to the ice wall and how far it extends. So yeah, I mean, why not?
Right.
Why would you go to where everybody is all the time? Why not make a new voyage for yourself and head in the direction you think you want to go to meet the wall, and then indeed meet that wall, and then explore from there on. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I personally would go the opposite direction of where everybody else goes because apparently
Yeah.
you're going to hit the ice ring any direction you go.
Yes.
And so, yeah, but nobody seems to be talking about this other part of the ice ring. I've never seen anybody even talk about trying to go there.
No,
Why?
that's
Why?
true. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Um.
so if I had a choice to go, that's the region I would go to just because I want to know why nobody's going there.
Yeah. I
Maybe
would. I
there's a
would
reason.
offer up nice vehicles like the Sherpa. There's a
Because
vehicle called the Sherpa.
Yeah.
you
Really
got
nice
to listen
vehicle.
to the song. Down in a hole, feeling so cold. I'd
Yeah.
like to fly, but my wings are menless.
Down
Yeah.
in a hole. Yeah, I've heard the song. It's a good one.
Yeah, well, I mean, think about it though. If we're covered by something or water's held and by a little bit of dirt, and there's like, you could think of it as a pit, a hole, if you wanted. I mean, just, for an idea, a cage. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just a way to describe something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, if I'm gonna have an opportunity to go to the ice ring, I'm gonna go to the other side of the plane where I've never
Absolutely.
seen anybody go or heard anybody even talk about going there.
Yeah. That'd be my sentiment exactly.
There's a reason why I say that because there's a video out that's called Convex Earth, and
Yeah.
it's a big long documentary, and it's about some people that went around and did all these experiments. None of them were flat earthers. They all
That's
became
right.
they all became flat earthers. They made this video, and they also said that in the end they sent up a helium balloon, and it was in exactly
Yep.
that spot that I'm telling you that I want to go to. They said they seen a piece of land the other side of the ice rink and another puddle. Another puddle.
That's right. Yeah, I'm going to post that video for you. I'm going to post that video,
Yeah.
man,
So
because I've got it to hand. I watched it. I always
people said
offer it
they
up as
observed this piece of land from a very high altitude balloon, helium balloon that they launched. They actually had observed a piece of land on the other side of the ice ring, but
that's
that's
what they said.
the
Yeah,
other side of the plane from where else goes.
yeah, that's what they said. Yeah, they did say
Yes.
that.
Yes,
I liked it because, like you said, they weren't flat earthers, yeah, and they brought like maybe 6 techniques to measure the Earth's spherical and spin, and everything failed. Everything
Yeah.
proved flat Earth. I just loved it.
Yeah, that was a very good video. It was a
Yeah,
good
and
video.
these guys were adamant that the Earth was a globe. Adamant. Yeah, they were all adamant the Earth's a globe. You know what I mean? We talking about flat, no? Yeah. And
Yep.
then they were proven wrong, and I thought, yes,
Yeah, they
yes,
proved themselves wrong when they went out and did all
yeah,
these observations and all this work with some. I think they
yeah.
used some.
They were from Brazil, by the way, guys.
Oh, were
From
they?
Brazil. They were the
Oh, I
Brazilian
see.
mob. Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
they used
the Brazilian mob.
some surveying equipment and different things, and yeah,
Yeah,
it, I
they
can't
did
remember exactly,
GPS. They
but
did
yeah,
GPS. They did laser testing. They
yeah,
did telescopes. They did measuring the buildings laterally.
yep.
To check
If they
the
were
difference
tilted
between the
away from
bottom.
one another, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, yeah. They did a lot, man. They did a
yep,
lot.
that's
And
right.
they did the laser one by night, which I thought was good. Yeah, less refraction going on at night time or whatever. Yeah, that was no, man. That was a very good video. That I'm just trying to locate it here now.
I
I'm
think
in
it's
my
called
collection. I've
convex
got it.
Earth or something like that.
I've definitely got it. I just got to find it. I've got it right here somewhere. Here it is. See, got it. It's an hour and 32 minutes long, guys.
Yes,
And very good video. This one, very good.
yes, it is.
The title can put you off.
I would
Concave Earth. It can
recommend
put
it.
you off.
Yeah, yeah. It's not about
Yeah.
convex Earth at all.
No, not at all. Yeah, so the title is misleading without a doubt.
Yes.
But just look at it and you'll laugh. But the techniques they use have 100% integrity. That's
Oh
what you
yeah.
got to remember there. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
no shenanigans. There you go, boys and girls. There it is. Convex Earth, the documentary. I think it came out in 2018 or 2018,
And
2017.
think about this too. Supposedly, right? A little speculation. Back in
Yeah.
the day, all the big stones, thousands of tons, and all this, right? So if somebody, us, whoever, whatever, had the ability to move stones and do all this crazy stuff with stuff that's like just gigantic to anything that we could even fathom, right? Why would it be the
Yeah.
fact that we could send a like the equivalent of like nothing to space that's like a hollow can of Coke compared, they can move something the size of 92 2 liters, but all we're taking
Yeah.
up is a can of Coke.
I have a different
No,
take on
Yeah.
that now after I've done so much. I've done a year's worth of research on
but
the.
think about it. Wouldn't there be a stone embedded in the moon?
What I think they did was those were all man-made stones. They're all identical in color. If you look at them, they were pouring
Yep.
them dry, like a dry pack, like a dry mix of.
No, that's not my point at all. My point is, if we have the ability to move something that's tons and tons, right? But a rocket doesn't really weigh too much. It's like a little bit of metal. It's hollow on the inside. You understand what I'm saying? Like the
Yeah,
equivalent of like moving this dense material, like and this big, and we made like the Taj Mahal compared to like our house today, right? So back in the day, if we had the ability to move these big old stones, why didn't we chuck one at the moon already?
well, like I said, I don't think we moved them stones. They made them on site, bro. They poured them with a dry mix. You're not listening to what I said. It was formed and poured with a dry mix and it absorbed moisture out of the air, which made them much harder because anytime you mix water in a concrete mix, when the water evaporates, it leaves voids within the stone. That's why concrete is weak. Today's concrete. You do a dry mix, a dry pack, and you let the moisture absorb from the atmosphere and let it harden over time, it becomes just like a rock. That's how they built those things, my friend.
Yeah, it's called geopolymers. Modern cement is alkaline based, meaning it will get strong and eventually break down.
Piss and shit too, but I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the idea to make a weapon or to throw something, and they have the ability to throw something big and goofy rather than a fucking 2 pound thing. You want to throw something big. So I don't care how you do what. But the mindset of the dudes back then was like big, big, better, big, big, big. So if we're gonna throw a missile or a rock today, and it's a little bitty thing, like, and project it like back in the day when you want to fight another village, fight another boat, fight somebody out, and you want to throw something, you want to chuck something, you want to hit them with something, you want to launch something at them. Like, why wouldn't we have chucked something at the moon?
Because the fuel
Yeah.
necessary for that is impossible to carry. And when there was a guy that was killed, when he said it's impossible to go to the moon, we will never go because the math don't work. You would have to have a rocket the size of the Empire
Empire
State
State Building. Yes.
Yeah,
just
it
to
was Wernher von Braun.
just to carry
Yeah.
enough fuel to get there. Okay,
Wernher von Braun said that.
then you wouldn't be able to get back. So we don't have the capability to throw these big things at the moon or anything because we can't carry that much fuel, dude. I mean, these rockets
I
that they're
mean,
sending
that was my basic point. Like, today we build a house and we're like, yeah, look at that cool house. Back in the past, we build the Taj Mahal and we're like, look at that cool Taj Mahal,
right.
right? So I was just thinking, like, why, fling little pebbles, and like, why haven't we flung something like super huge?
We can't. There's not enough fuel. We can't carry enough fuel to do that, my friend.
No, it was just a question.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah. 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 And what's his name? Stanley Kubrick highlighted that point in the movie The Shining. Okay, you know the yellow Volkswagen when it arrives at the hotel, the luggage that was in the lobby would never fit would never fit into that Volkswagen, highlighting that there was a fuel problem, that there was no way the rocket could have got us there. That was the hint that
Right.
he left in the movie. Yeah, there was a whole heap of luggage, and there was no way that luggage could have fit in the Beetle because you had what's his name, Jack Nicholson himself, the famous female actress, the boy, and then the engine's in the back in the Volkswagen. So you only had that hump in the front as luggage space, and maybe a little bit of space where the fourth passenger would have been. But the luggage was just so much, there was no way that could have got into the Volkswagen, and the narrator was saying that there is telling us that there was no way they could carry enough fuel to get us to that destination, to the moon. The rocket could never get us there.
And that's why we see the rockets today just go up, arch over, and come straight back down because they're out of fuel. At that point, they can't go any higher.
Right. Yeah.
They burn up all the fuel that they could carry just getting to 200,000 feet or whatever, or however high they're going. Then the fuel's gone. It's over with. The flight is done because we got no more fuel.
That's right. There are a number of videos where you can see the shuttle, for example, taking off. Okay, and you're watching this from inside a passenger jet airliner. They were lucky that they were flying at the time that the shuttle was actually lifting off, and you could see that there was no way anything could go to, because the height that it already attained, right, from the rocket, and to think that would then carry on to go to the moon, it's just not possible. You can see it
back.
Yeah.
It's just not possible, and there's just
not possible at all.
Something that people just don't seem to understand today, and it's been clearly outlined in the past that that's the case, and I don't understand why people think that they can send these rockets to wherever they think they're going, because they can barely get out of the atmosphere, let alone go anywhere, because by the time they get there, they're out of freaking fuel, dude. That's the truth of the matter right there.
Yeah. They can't carry the fuel that would be necessary to get them to that destination. And let's not forget, folks, we haven't proven that a body in motion remains in motion unless hit by another force. We haven't proven that in space. We haven't done this. So how would that needs to be proven that would indeed happen? Because that's what you're saying. If it indeed left Earth's atmosphere, it would then be in the 0G floating, and in one thruster, and that would just keep going forever.
Right.
I want to see that happen, mate.
And the thing of it is, how are you going to get back at that point? You're going to use the moon to slingshot yourself back. Well, then that means you got.
That's what they say.
Then you have to believe. Then you have to bring gravity into it.
That's right. That's right. And we know that gravity is not a force that's been proven. It's a theory, an unproven theory.
The whole thing falls on its face. It's freaking fantasy world, dude.
Yeah, yeah. For those of you who are listening in the YouTube, I hope you're getting the idea there, guys and dolls. This is real fakery, what we're talking about here. Because there's no way we can do this stuff. There's a lot of unproven theories, and we have to have a lot of faith in what they're telling us. And well, you can't do that. That's a big ask, I'm afraid.
Yep.
It's a big ask. Yeah.
Yep. It's an impossible task.
Slingshotting round. We can't prove that on Earth. Magnetic slingshotting. You go around a sphere and an object will slingshot and be brought back round. We can't prove that.
Well, the Earth's not a globe to begin with. How are you going to slingshot around a plane?
Exactly.
You can't.
Help. Yeah.
It's another one. It's just another one of those fantastical stories that they tell us from, like in Star Wars or some shit. It's all just a big fairy tale.
Yeah. What makes you think you can go 62 miles up and then suddenly just you begin to float?
Yeah.
What's keeping you up here?
What
the hell?
And then drift all the way another 250,000 miles away, maintain all your speed, and then slingshot around a so-called planet using the gravity to twist you and work you back the other direction. That is so bizarre.
That is bizarre because, like you said, you're traveling at like 17,500 miles an hour, 18,000 miles per hour, right? That's how fast you're traveling.
That's what they say, but I don't believe it. Yeah, it looks like it's going pretty slow to me.
Well, yeah. It doesn't look that fast, but that's what they say, yeah. And then you've got to slow that down. You've got to slow that down in order to get that slingshot, because the moon's gravity would be only 1/6 that of Earth's, they said.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't want to be.
That story they tell us about being able to get how they got back to Earth by aiming the lunar module or whatever it was they were flying in. They aimed it at the moon and just barely missed the surface, and then had the gravity like pulled it and warped it around the moon and sent it back towards the Earth. They got it right the very first time. They just guessed. They said, "Oh, this is our only chance to get back. So we'll just skim right by the edge of the moon and it will slingshot us back to Earth." Oh my gosh!
Yeah, and then they had to fire the thrusters at the right moment so they'd line up with Earth. Remember?
Right.
Otherwise, they would have missed Earth as well at the same time.
Story. My good hell.
Yeah. And then they had to fashion some kind of special air filter. It should have been round, but they made it a box, and it somehow worked.
Joke. I mean, what a freaking joke!
Yeah, honestly.
Who are they
kidding? Oh, guess what they said in the documentary? What happened on the moon? Part 1. They said that people's interest after the Apollo 11 mission was totally waning. People were not interested. Okay, so by the time 12 had gone and come back, people were getting fed up and they wanted to watch like I Love Lucy and things like that. Right? That this is why Apollo 13 had the problem, and then they switched everybody's interest back on.
I'd rather watch I Love Lucy than watch the moon landing. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's exactly what they said. Yeah.
The moon landings were on the radio.
They actually contacted the networks and said that, we've had enough of the moon missions. Can we not watch I Love Lucy? They wrote to the networks.
Some people did landing on my TV when I was about how old was I? 12 years old.
Okay, so you were 12. I would have been 9, 10.
Yeah, but a lot of people had radios. And then some people had no TVs at all, and they had to go watch that little thing that they set up like a drive-in theater wherever you were at, like in certain locations.
We were one of the only families in the whole neighborhood that had a TV. And the only reason we had one, it's because my grandpa had money, and he gave us his old black and white because color TVs had just came out. He bought himself a color TV. He gave his old black and white TV to us, and we were like the first family in our neighborhood to even have a TV at all. Yeah,
Right.
we
A
had a
lot of
black and
people
white
who
TV. We had black and white TV, push
Yep.
button shows. Yeah, you're going.
Well,
Yeah.
there were a lot of people who told me about the story, and then a little bit later, like a year, 6 months later, like when we were on Poncho's a while back, they were like, you know what, you're right. It was like, now that I think about it, it was actually radio that we listened to, or my grandpa told me about it. Wasn't a TV because he corrected me on that. And I was like, yeah.
Mm,
I mean, some people had TV. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah,
for the most part, a lot of people had radio, so they never really watched anything.
yeah,
My
you're
point.
right. You're right. But
Yeah.
I was lucky because Grandpa gave us his old black and white, and I did get to
Yeah.
watch it.
Yeah,
But
we had TV. We had black and white. It was a used TV, but black and white buttons. So you had to go up there and push the channels, and then you'd have to balance the screen because the screen would be jumping. Then it would go all snow, and you'd lose. Then you got to get the contrast. Lots of buttons at the back, and then give it a slap round the side. Move the antennas. Okay, here we go. Now we can watch TV. You know.
yeah, we had the blanket and the popcorn out and the whole schmear, man. It was quite the event.
Yeah. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed watching it. You know, it was amazing. And then we went to Nigeria. You see, we went to Nigeria, the family that year. So now we're in a plane now, and that's another adventure in itself. And then I remember sitting with my brothers, right, looking at the moon. And I said, and to think, astronauts are on the moon now. Look at that moon. And I said to my brothers, their astronauts are on the moon. Look, that's where they are. Believe that? In Nigeria, sitting on the porch looking at the moon at night. And, saying to my brothers that there are men on the moon.
Well,
Yeah,
because that's what we were told. Yeah.
yeah,
What else? We back then the indoctrination when they were just starting to really get good at it, boy. I don't know.
yeah,
Maybe they were
that's
better.
right.
Maybe they were good at it all along. I don't know, but they were certainly good back then. I'll tell you that.
Mm. They were really good. By the time the moon landings happened in America and Britain, the psychology and the techniques to indoctrinate was fully in operation.
Yeah.
Fully. They knew it fully. Well versed. And look at how perfect it was. Perfect. No one suspected. None of us lot did. My parents didn't. And if you look back at footage of people around the world looking up at the sky and watching the rocket go off and that, and watching the monitors, right, you could see the innocence in their faces. What I noticed, the innocence is oozing out of all of them. Yeah, you've only
They
got to look.
they primed everybody. So they went up in '69. In 1968, the biggest movie of the year was 2001: A Space Odyssey. So they primed the whole world for the next year.
They
Yeah,
knew what they were doing, didn't they? Put out
yeah,
that
and
movie.
that movie.
Everybody's like, going, oh, look, we're going to be able to go to the moon and all this other shit. We're going to look at the space travel. And I remember watching
Yeah,
Space Odyssey.
it was a big thing, man.
Yeah,
It was a big thing.
that was a fantastic movie at the time that it first came out. I was totally enthralled, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, 2001 has been voted the best sci-fi movie of all time. That's beating Star Wars and Star Trek and all the rest. The best movie, and then Stanley Kubrick is the best film director of all time. These are facts. I do like Stanley Kubrick anyway. He's definitely my favorite film director if we're going to talk about film directors, because he was originally a cameraman, you see, before he started directing. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
no wonder, no surprise.
I think that they predicted a lot of things in cartoons and movies. Not gonna bring the 9/11 in this, but I was watching a whole bunch of compilation cartoons. Like you said, they prime people for the future, right? So same thing in all these cartoons back in 1995 to 1999. They were
Okay.
depicting, the towers. They were depicting the towers getting destroyed. Same thing with
Pre-memories.
the
They're giving
yeah.
you pre-memories.
Well, they're predicting if you notice about the prediction and all these cartoons, and because I was just on YouTube the other day and I was like looking up things and I'm like, wait, yeah, they put these things in people's minds so they could get them prepared. For some reason. I mean
Yeah.
it's all about power probably, you know?
Yeah. My biggest shock was that the Twin Towers were depicted in collapsing in the Back to the Future.
Right.
So
But a lot of
back then, 1995 or so, they were already planning. Shit.
yeah, a lot of you look at Thundercats. I remember looking at not Thundercats, a lot of cartoons back in like they depicted a lot of there's actually a YouTube compilation video we were showing from like Simpsons even predicting that too. From that
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that's like subliminal messages that were accurately depicted, and I don't think like were
Yeah.
really picked up by the public, because then
I
everybody
think you meant the SWAT cats.
yeah with those two cats, the two cats with
Do
the
you know what? Do you know what? That was a badass. Do you know what? That's a badass cartoon. I watched it. I watched it recently.
those two cats with
I
those
like
plane
the SWAT cats,
I
man.
forgot what those two mecha cats or something like that.
Yeah, Mega Cat
Yeah,
City.
yeah,
Let me tell you
mecha
something,
cats.
man.
There was like a fat, there was like a thick cat, and there was like a skinny cat or something like that. And they were
Yeah,
like,
you got it. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that was absolutely fantastic. One
yeah,
of
I was only,
America's best things. The SWAT
I mean,
cats.
I was small
The
that I was
music
like,
was good. The music was good. You know, the music, the guitar, and the rock music accompanying that. The intro was fucking the business. And then they had all the high tech equipment and that. And I thought, wow, this is badass, man.
yeah,
I used to watch it. Mm,
yeah, so
cats.
so there's like a scene in there, and I was like,
There were a number
wow,
of things. Yeah, so
I
there is
think
a lot of.
it's like I was trying to say earlier when the chat was it was more active, but that how the suppression of like knowledge and stuff, it needs to stop, especially with technology as well, for us to like really have that technology to like use it to our fullest advantages. You know what I mean?
I watched a video today on where
Should be something.
Edward Snowden came forth and was did another live or live whatever you want to call it about the surveillance that we've all been under over the last 10 years. And
oh yeah, that's like, oh yeah, I like when people used to laugh at me when they used to say, yeah, they're listening to your mics. Now everybody believes that now. Now, I mean, more people are looking into the possibility, because yeah, they are. Because look, I work at a
they're
I
listening
work at a
every conversation on every platform. That's what
yeah, of
Can
course.
Siri answer chemistry questions?
I think it was more Google. I think it was more Google, because Google will. I worked at a printing press from July to like recently for medication pamphlets. We fold all those. It's like a printing folding press. I had a burner phone at the time, so no working cell phone service. Tell me why my burner phone picked up medication called Ribelsis.
Did you take chemistry question? Someone did.
Yeah.
Who
I
has
don't know, probably someone.
Who has a chemistry question?
No, this goes
That
back
would
to
be
the question
Denmark,
about the mic picking up certain sounds. Mind you, I had a Wi-Fi phone. I'm on Text Now service, so it's only work on Wi-Fi. It only works on Wi-Fi, if you know what I mean.
I know what it is.
Yeah, so basically, when I came back home, I saw it on my computer. I was like, Ribelsis. I was like, wait, isn't that the? So when we fold the paper, we load the paper on the machine so it can get folded in the machine, so it can come out like a pamphlet. Simple terms. I don't want to go into too much detail, you know. So looked up on my I looked up on my burner phone. I looked up on my burner phone. I see Ribelsis. I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, if someone still has chemistry questions, when I get home, I can answer what I can for you. I do know a little bit about it, but anyway, I'm going to run out to mom and dad's. I got to help mom set up dinner plates for tomorrow. She's 84 and my dad's in bed with hospice, taking care of him, and so I got to go help mom for a while.
Yeah, brilliant, man. Thanks, great innings.
Take care, man.
Coming back.
Yeah, take care.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank
Yes.
you. Yeah. Yes, that predictive programming is, it's just amazing the arrogance of it all. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that too. The effect it has on not just us, but like all the generations at the same time, spanning
Yeah,
back from baby boomers, Generation X, my generation, millennials.
yeah,
Not giving out my age or too much information because I'm still new to the server, but I'm 31, so yeah, predictive programming has been a thing since in the 90s. I mean, as far back I can remember.
yeah, yeah.
Much older than that, dude.
Much older than that. Yeah, you're talking about like in the 1800s, 1900s. Shoot.
Edward Bernays was around at the turn of the century, so
So yeah,
Uh-huh.
he's known as
Like I
the
said, I'm only
grandfather of public relations. Carry on.
yeah, like I said, I'm
Sorry.
only 31, so I'm still learning. There's a lot of stuff still learning. This is why
Yeah,
I would
I'm almost double your age. I am. I just turned
this is why
60.
I would sit
Double.
back and analyze the conversation first before I open my mouth, because anything you have to do your research and due diligence, right?
Right on. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but the stuff that we do know about, like all this,
That's right. Now that's where we're going to be privy to listening to you guys and to see whether what you're saying matches what we lived, kind of thing, as close as
Well,
possible.
it's happening. It's happening now, man. It's happening now. Look, if you look at like you said, predictive programming. The number one thing is people they're listening to people's mics. That's been now confirmed.
Yeah.
So anything you say on your smartphone, laptop, tablet, everything is like um, from products to anything you buy. I mean, I
Yeah.
am a broadcast. I'm not self promoting, but I'm a broadcaster, streamer. I bought a whole bunch of stuff for my stream, and I got targeted a lot from the listening into the mic, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. Hmm. Can't say it's happened to me lately. It hasn't happened to me once or twice, but it
Well, they
hasn't
know who
happened
to
that
target.
much. Yeah.
I keep thinking that this is kind of social experiment they keep pulling on us at
Well,
times.
yeah. Well, I mean, they know all the answers. Look at what they've done. Look how they've got everyone wearing nappies around their faces. That was amazing.
Yeah.
I just never ever thought that would ever happen in my lifetime, ever. See the West wearing masks like the Asians. Wow, it's just unreal. It's unreal.
The Asians been doing that. They learned their lesson though. Since 2000 and something, they've been wearing masks,
They've
and
been
even in
wearing
their
it for. Yeah, go on.
yeah, they learned. I after that one outbreak happened, they said, "Oh nope, no, we're that's it. We're wearing masks from now on." And
Yeah,
then they they did that to
yeah, they've
protect
been
themselves.
accustomed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and another
sorry,
thing too, they started wearing those blue gloves after that first outbreak.
yeah,
The
I
medical
remember
glove.
those blue gloves, man. I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah.
I just couldn't
Everybody,
believe
yeah,
their action. Yeah,
yeah. I was in the
I
train going
was.
to music classes in New York, and I see everybody wearing these masks, blue gloves, a couple of years back. And I'm like, wait, why is everybody wearing these medical gloves? I'm like, so
Yeah, what's
confused.
going on there? Yeah, yeah. In the airport of Narita Airport in Japan, they almost had the hazmat suit on. That's all they needed, really. But they had all the gloves on, the mask. And I'm thinking to
Yep.
myself, these things are not going to protect. If this was a real thing, that's not going to work. I said to my children, don't wear the mask. It's not. It's ridiculous. It's not going to protect you. I said, when the masks we need to wear are the ones the firefighters wear or the ones that the military men wear. With the big filters left and right and a big window, yeah, so I can see all your face, and then you got and your face is sealed in there. That's what you have to wear. You can't wear this
Yeah.
paper thing, and a virus is coming in the air. You're going to be contaminated. I said,
You know what? The other day,
you've already been trying to.
that was making me think about my boy was telling me that he doesn't talk to me no more, because he has a household, being a householder now, he just got a house.
Right.
He told me that, yo, you started washing your hands a lot before COVID hit. I said, yeah, when I moved into this house with my parents' home, and I'm in my shed right now. I made it into like a workstation, like broadcasting station. I remember carrying a bottle, like bottle of Poland Spring with like dishwasher or laundry detergent soap in it, and just like using that as hand, like washing my hands every time I step out the shed. So I've been doing this way before COVID.
Yeah, I don't do that stuff, man. I don't do
Well,
any of that.
I think it's like washing your hands is like
It's
good
just
hygiene. Just
yeah. I haven't done any. I am not doing. I haven't changed. My lifestyle has not changed 1 degree concerning that horrible pandemic they've got out there. So I haven't bought any
oh no, we're
extra.
not talking about before. We're talking about before all of this. We're talking about like
Oh,
just
before
hygiene.
all
Just
this,
like
yeah,
yeah,
before
hand
now,
etiquette.
my life was
Yeah.
just my life was just rock steady. I wasn't doing any special hygiene. I use bleach. I don't buy. Look, this is how my life has been for the last, let's say, well, let's say 35 years, 40 years. Yeah, bleach is the only thing I use to clean the house. When I was in London, and now I'm talking to you from Japan, yeah, I didn't buy any special window cleaner. I didn't buy any special car wash to wash the car. I used the washing up liquid that I used to wash the dishes and bleach in a hot bucket of water to wash the car. I never washed my motorcycle. My motorbikes have never ever been washed. Never. You don't wash your motorbike
Well,
because
you
the
could
water.
if you take a pressure washer. Yeah, a lot of people do take pressure washers to and
I'm
they put it on
sorry.
the low
I've
setting.
Yeah,
got a quick question for
that would be
Jin.
for off-road bikes. Say that again.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a
Mm-hmm.
question for Jin.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I ride bikes as well, and I just wanted to ask you, why don't you wash your bike?
Yeah, the reason why I don't wash my bike, the reason why I don't wash my motorbike is that you should never introduce water to your motorbike. What your bike should always be ready to be clean with the liquid polish that you spray on a cloth. That's how you keep your bike clean. Okay, liquid polish. You can buy them. The ones they use for the cars, cheaper than the motorbike one, and you spray it onto a cloth, and then you use the cloth to wipe it down, and it comes off clean as a whistle. Never introduce water or even a jet wash because the water will get into areas that it shouldn't get into. Okay, so then you start having rust problems. Okay, that's the main reason why I
That's
don't use
not with a
water.
car. Well, with a motorcycle and a car, yeah, but yeah, with a motorcycle that may be different. Yes, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
with a
You don't
car,
want
I
you don't
seen
want to do that.
What
I
if
worked
you
with my
ride
boy, the
the
mechanic, and they spray hoses and on top their engines.
Yeah,
Literally,
no, you don't
they
want to do that. You don't want to do that. You just don't
no,
want
they
to
don't
do that.
do it. They don't do it for long. They just glance the hose at it like a quick pass. Because
Yeah, yeah,
I worked in I like as I was like observing all these mechanics and how they're secrets
right.
of the trade, and yeah, these guys take the hose and put it on jet and then just like give a good cleaning to like
Yeah,
everything in the
that
car.
that would that would only happen for me on an off-road bike. You know, the bike that goes scrambling. That's the only bike that I would use the jet wash for, and I'd be very careful. And I've owned many an off-road bike, but I never took them to the jet wash anyway. I washed them by hand. That would be the off-road motorcycle when they get muddy. Yeah, but sports bikes and easy rider bikes with all that chrome and that. Now you don't want to introduce water at all. You want to you want to introduce liquid polish. So you get your cloth really nice and damp with the polish, you spray it on, and then you introduce it to the bodywork and the dirt just rolls off. And my bikes didn't have time to get dirty because if I rode it in the rain, as soon as I get home, it's getting toweled down because the engine is hot. So everything rolls off easy because the heat makes things
Heat,
loose.
yeah.
So the dirt comes off, you see.
Yeah.
So
That was actually
I'd say
my next question. My next question was like, do you ever ride your bike in the rain then?
oh yeah, no. I ride it in the rain, and when I get back, that's the shit that's on that bike gets cleaned off before I go in the house.
Well, that's
So I
actually
go in
good.
and grab the
You
towel
have
and clean
good.
it off. Yeah.
You have good. What's the word I'm looking for? You have a good hygiene on your auto hygiene. I'm sorry. Well, what's the word I'm looking
Yeah,
for?
that's
And
the word. Auto
that's
hygiene. Yeah.
yeah, because a lot of people don't. You know, a lot of people don't clean their cars nowadays, and I'm like, or their motorcycles, and I'm like, yeah,
No,
it's gonna be
that's
good to wipe.
I
yeah.
wash my car every week,
Ah,
and
nice.
I clean my bike at least once a month. Like you are saying, Jin, I try not to use too much water.
Yeah.
Like I don't clean it like every time I go for a ride. I just give it a wash, like once a
Yeah.
month or whatever. In the
Yeah. You
season,
don't
I
need
don't
it.
ride it in the winter anyway. Like now, I had my ride a couple of weeks ago, and I'm probably going to unplug the batteries soon and just leave it there for the winter, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Another thing too is having covers for your motorcycle.
Yes, that's right. I've got 2 covers on my motorbike as we speak. 2 covers on my motorbike.
Oh,
Yeah,
covers.
'cause-
Oh, against dust. Do you keep it inside the garage or outside?
No, I don't have a garage. I have kind of like a roof which is open, a roof, a
Oh,
ledge.
okay, yeah.
So
So
if it
that's
rains, it
different.
doesn't get
Yeah,
wet. It doesn't get wet anyway. But I've got 2 covers as well. So the
yeah.
outside atmosphere it's still going to be affected. So you need to cover the bike up, otherwise you're going to have rust. Okay,
I keep it in like a dry garage. So
Yeah, no,
once
I
I
don't
put it
have
away,
that.
I'm just gonna put like bed covers over it, and that's it.
Well, that's what I used to do in London. I used to put a nice soft sheet over the bike first, tie that down, and then put the bike cover on top. The reason for doing that is that when the wind blows, it tends to rub away the paint on the mirrors and on the indicators and things like that, and then suddenly you're seeing like where the paint used to be, it's not there. That's because the wind is blowing. So I learnt lessons as I was going along. Yeah, I don't never wash the bike. Only use a damp cloth and wipe it down, and that's with a polish. So there's no need. I don't use soap, water, no need. Just
well,
not no
that's
need.
good.
Yeah, don't touch it. But on the car now, on my car, I wash my car maybe 3 times a year, 4 times a year at the most. And this year I've done it 3 times in the rain. 3 times
Oh
I washed
wow.
the car in the rain because of the heavy downpour.
Why?
Well, yeah, a lot
Why?
of people they get
Why?
pressure washers.
Yeah, I just washed it in the rain. In the rain.
But why
The
do you
pressure
only wash it
washer.
3 times a year?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not a lot, bro. Because I these people that I work, they go to this corner store. They work at a hand washing car place, and they tell me you'll bring your car at least once a month. Because here's the thing, when they vacuum and detail your car, it's like a rug, like a mini rug doctor hose. They take out
yeah,
all that gunk from your car.
yeah,
It's actually
yeah.
recommended for all your car seats to have cloth seats to always detail your car at least 2 or 3 times a year. But yeah, you gotta vacuum your car or go to the car wash place every month
Oh,
at least.
I vacuum my car. I vacuum my car every time, when I wash my car. But the thing
Well,
is with me,
detailing's a different thing.
Yeah,
Detailing's
I've
a
got one.
whole nother different thing.
Yeah, I've got an SUV which is 26 years old. If you were to take a ride in my SUV, you're going to be putting your foot into a rubber mat, a rubber tray mat that's on top of the carpet. You see, so if you've got any
Yeah,
dust and grit, it's collected by the mat. So every occasionally I'll take the mat and just chuck the dust out and put it back in. So the carpet
yeah, yeah.
doesn't see the shoe at all. Doesn't see the shoe. It's on a rubber mat, front and rear, front seats, back and rear seats. Okay.
Yeah, it's good to
So
get the
when
car detailed because the detailing
yeah,
is like, as you know, what rug doctor is. The simplest
yeah.
explanation I give you. So it's like rug doctoring your car, your
Mhm.
interior, the
Yeah,
inside.
my
Yeah,
interior's
basically
clean,
they
man.
take a hose, they take this Bissell hose or this hose with the, and then just put it. They just detail the
They
whole car, take out the
steam
seat.
ahead of it. They steam ahead of it, and then they suck out the steam and the dirt and everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
so that's what detailing is.
Yeah, like hot
Oh,
water steam. Yep,
so
works through your car.
I was calling it rug doctor because I
Basically,
saw a
same thing.
video. It's basically you take this hose with this water and this suction and yeah.
yeah. You see, my car, I don't smoke. No one eats in the car. No one's eating or drinking shit in the car. No,
Yeah, thanks for
that's not
explaining that,
happening.
man.
Yeah, so that's no one smokes. No one's eating in the car. So you literally sitting down, parking your ass, getting a lift and getting out. That's it. Windows down, sunroofs up in the summer. We're going
Not
camping. There's
everybody's like
nothing
that,
going
man.
on. Yeah, nothing's going on where you're having a meal in my. That ain't happening. You eat outside, mate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see,
So
not everybody's like that, bro.
I mainly clean my car weekly because of all the dirt on the outside. You
Yeah,
know
I
what I
don't mind
mean?
it. My
See,
car's an
something like that's
SUV.
more reasonable to like do once a week because you don't want it to let that
Yeah.
gunk build up once a month. Even once a month, you'll be surprised. Even that gunk builds up once a month, and you'll be like, "Oh shit, you gotta do more elbow grease work
But
to rub
yeah,
in
but
that."
like
Not really,
the
They
because
thing
had like
yeah, go on.
So
they
once
had
a
like
week is
a
actually
new
optimal.
one.
is the thing is, yeah, like I do a lot of mileage weekly, so my car gets dirty very quickly.
Yeah,
Look,
And
let me tell you something about getting dirty very quickly. As soon as you've washed that car, go and drive for an hour and
Yes,
come back and then wipe your hand. You've got the dust on the car already. So you know you're fighting.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
fighting a losing
but
battle.
you
You can't be a
know,
neat freak too. You can't just be a neat freak and be like, okay, you gotta clean your car every hour. I mean, at least once a week or once a
Exactly.
no,
week.
That's why I only clean my
I.
Once a week or
car.
twice a week.
But
I
You
clean
know
listen,
what
my
I mean?
car
after yeah, but for
once
three
in 3
days,
months
for
is
two
enough.
or 3 days, if the weather is nice, the car is still fairly clean. You know, you cannot see the dust. It's
No.
after the few days, you know, after like 5 days, 6 days, then you start to see, you know, that the car is getting dirty.
Yeah. I use
Well,
That's
the
that's
why.
why you
way.
take
That's why
the
you
that's why
know.
you take the compressor. This is what we do in the PC world too. The PC world, they take a air compressor and they blow off all the dust on the motherboard.
Yeah. I
Same
tell you,
thing you
look,
do with the car.
Yeah,
people.
Same thing
Listen,
you do.
people.
Same. Like some people do that too. They take their compressor and they put
I
that
would
attachment
not.
on. And
I would not recommend blowing air on
no,
lacquer on the paint on a car because you just all you do is you get small microscopic scratches that will
Yeah.
scratches. Yes,
develop
I don't
into
yes,
do
bigger
any
yes.
of that.
scratches.
That's
Yeah,
true. That's true. Yeah,
yeah, I
that's
would
true. No,
not
I'm
You
do
talking
can
about
that.
you can use ceramic coatings now. They do a really good job at repelling
Yeah,
dust.
yeah, and it's with ceramic coating also. It's much better. The dirt doesn't stick to it so much,
well,
Yeah.
yeah.
especially if you wax your
Mako has
car.
all these sales. Yeah, Mako has all these sales for like $300. You bring your car in, Mako will do
Tub
it for like
paint,
3, 4.
Yeah,
tub
you see, yours is an expensive ownership. You own the car. It's
countertop.
expensive. I own the car. Look, I own the car, right? I'm spending a quarter, or less than a quarter of what you spend a year. Less than, and people are saying, your car is always immaculate, is what you hear out of their mouth. And I only clean my car maybe 3, 4 times a year. And they say, your car is always clean. I said, yeah, that's right.
It does.
Do you
It
know
does.
how
I
much?
don't
It
know.
really does depend on how you take
Hold
care of
on,
yourself too. Yeah.
Jin. What color is your car?
My car is midnight blue, metallic midnight blue.
Okay, okay.
Oh, okay. So you got okay.
I was gonna say because if it was silver, then fair enough because you cannot see the dirt on silver.
I've
But
got
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
blue,
similar.
right.
It's
blue,
But
similar
if it was
silver,
to my car.
if
midnight
it's
blue.
white or
Two
red,
tones.
But
Two
you know
tones.
what?
Two tones.
There's another reason. There's another reason behind it why I do it weekly is because where I work, um, we have like a car cleaning area, and I just fucking take it there and just do it myself. You know, so I don't
Yeah.
pay any money for it.
You can tell that I use my windscreen wipers because I wash my windscreen wipers, and you can see that the screen is clean where the wipers is, but around the edge there's that little bit of layer of dirt there. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
but like I said, that doesn't bother me because my car is
yeah.
an SUV.
In,
It's a workhorse. It doesn't have
Oh,
to
of
look
course. Same thing
bling
with
bling.
same
here
thing
in
with like
Japan. Here in Japan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Here in Japan.
Here in Japan, man, is that the dude? Is
What's
that
up,
the dude?
baby?
How you
What's
doing,
up,
baby?
Jeannie?
Nice one, man. I was thinking about you today.
Good to see you
Um,
back, man. When did
yeah,
you
oh,
get back
thanks,
to
man.
over
Yeah,
here, man?
yeah. Cheers, man.
And you got the
Yeah,
mock in here too, man. What happened,
yeah,
man? Everybody,
yeah, yeah.
all is
Battlemod said
forgiven.
it's time
All
to
is
bring the
forgiven.
Platypus back home, basically.
You gotta
We
bring
got to
him.
thank Battlemod, Old Dude, a few of the others in there who have supported us, and yeah, they brought us back in. You know.
Hey
Old
everyone. I don't
school
want to.
vet.
I don't want to cut everyone off. But
Cheers.
my name is Richard, and it's great to be in the server. And
Nice to meet you,
gonna be
Richard. Nice to meet you,
yes,
Richard.
I came
Great.
from I came from Insomnia team from the UFO Discord, but I got accepted in here like a month ago, and I said, hey, you know what? Why not check it out? Meet new friends. So it's nice to meet everybody. I'm just gonna be heading back to other
Great
servers.
to meet
So
you, sir.
yes,
Is
I
great
it
to
was
meet
born in
UFO
everybody.
London.
Discord?
I was born in
Great to meet
London.
everyone, and we had a great conversation, and hopefully we can make
Richard,
more conversations
Rich,
that's more progressive like this.
Yeah.
Richard, before
Yes.
you go, could
Yeah.
you share a link for the UFO Insomnia channel?
Yeah. Where you want me to share though?
Put it in
On
the DM
the
if you
live.
can.
You can put it
How you
on
mean
the
on
live stream voice chat
Oh
here.
shit.
the voice chat? Okay, sounds good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just put it.
that'd be good.
Yeah, live stream.
Okay, let me do that before I go. I go because
Yeah, yeah.
I have ADHD, so I'm like I'm gonna be like that. You know what I mean? You already know. You already know.
Kenny, is everything okay? Kenny?
Okay.
Everything okay, Kenny, dude?
Yeah, man. Everything's great, man.
Ah,
It really is, man. Living the dream in the
yeah,
nightmare,
Kenny,
baby.
flat up, dude. Is everything okay?
Can you hear me? Living the dream in the nightmare, man. Hello. Hello. Hello.
I can hear
I
you.
can hear. Very
Yeah,
good.
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I can hear you.
Drop it in the voice chat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
man.
took a hit when we lost Jibby. Yeah, we took a hit there. Took a
Uh,
big hit there, didn't we?
no, I just
Didn't
want to
we?
make sure before I can share it in the voice chat, right?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Nah, because I just want to.
You
Okay.
cannot have
All right, guys.
UFOs in closed system.
All right, guys. Nice to meet everybody, and I'm Richard again, and yes.
All right, take care,
Cheers,
Richard. See you
cheers,
around.
Richard.
Welcome,
Yes,
Richard.
take care.
brother.
Take care. Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Living the dream and the nightmare,
Yeah.
man.
Sorry, Kenny. I was just saying. Yeah, we're living in a dream and a nightmare. We had a nightmare when we lost Jibby though. That was a big hit. That was a big hit. Yeah.
Still,
was a
yeah,
big
still
hit.
dealing with that shit, man.
Yeah, I
Brutal.
thought you were. I thought as much.
Yeah.
Thought you might have been. Yeah.
I can't replace it. I can't replace him, man. Shit.
No
Nah.
way. That's why I said we took a big hit there. There's a big hole. He sent the
Be
link.
like
Did he?
losing
What's this
Helio
going
or
on
something
here?
on here, you know. It's kind of like
Well, yeah.
if we lost Helio, man, we'd all be screwed.
Or
You know. Be like, oh shit.
yeah, it'd be like losing Heo or what's his face? New Perspective, Dave.
Battlemon. New Perspective. Let me send you a link. New Perspective, that guy?
Yeah. Dave is cool, isn't he? Yeah, that's
Let
right.
me just send
that's
you.
right. Let me send you a link.
Let me send you a link, man. I'll send you a link.
Got a repository.
Oh fuck.
He's got a repository to die for.
Here's a 12-hour documentary. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch this 12-hour documentary. Get back to me. What? Fuck, man. Okay. Yeah, I'll just pop that one out real quick, man. Hold on. Ah, shit.
He knows a lot, though. He knows a lot about many subjects, that guy.
He does.
Very knowledgeable.
Good friend of mine, man. Good friend.
Very knowledgeable. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I'm glad to hear your voice. I was thinking about you today. Thinking, yeah, I said to myself, you must still be under the effects of losing Jibby, because I haven't heard you for a while, not even on the Hangouts.
Well,
But you've been doing your little Thursday thing.
Yeah, I'm not doing that right now. But
that's right.
I'm taking a little break from that. No, I come on here usually at night, late night. Would be like, when everybody's like, late for most people, and it's like 10 o'clock at night for me, so. And it's usually just kind of like hanging out, having a piss, taking a piss.
Taking the piss.
Taking a piss out of the globe, man.
Taking a piss.
Taking a piss out of the globe, man.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do.
Yeah, man.
That's just like fun times, man. Fun. So we got any
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I heard you on here, yesterday or day before? I was out of town, man.
We do that good, man.
But
what I sing, I've got a new song from, like, the Get Up, Stand Up by Bob Marley. It's like, what is it? I try to coin up some words like, sit down, shut up, you're heading for a fight. Sit up, sorry, sit down.
Oh, you're breaking up,
You're
Jim.
gonna, and I'm
breaking
making
up,
some
man.
lyrics up. Ah, shit. Never mind.
Will all the real flat earthers please
got a little
stand
robot.
up? Please stand up. Please stand up.
That's a good one.
All you flat earthers, all the real flat earthers, please stand up.
Please stand up.
Well, everybody's a flat earther, but they're not ours.
That's right. Everyone's a flat earther, and the ones we meet are flat earthers gonna be's. You're a flat earther gonna be, not a wannabe, a gonna be.
Excellent, my friend. Thank you.
I think the Earth is a spinning oblate paroid and literally nothing. What do y'all got to say about it?
We don't walk it, we don't walk it, mate. Hey.
Off with his head.
This is an interesting link.
No.
Who's in here?
I'd say I'd like a demonstration, good sir.
Well, see, to demonstrate it to you, I can't be on Earth. I'd have to go to outer space to demonstrate it to you. So
You're
can't do
talking
that.
rubbish. Put your round coat on right away. Put
I
your
do
round
have.
jacket on. Why do you think they call it a straight jacket? For insane people.
Because it keeps it straight up.
I do have some math and some calculations and some NASA pictures. Does that count?
Yeah, go ahead,
No.
man.
No, because I got
Who's
pictures of
this?
Santa Claus. Does that count?
Nope, doesn't count. Does not count.
You mean my pictures of Santa Claus don't make Santa real?
Nope. I'm sorry.
Would have got away with it if that meant for you pesky flat earthers. Yarr.
That levelist is a bad driver, man. Okay, the end. Okay. Right,
Y'all
I've got
got
to go and check the kids. Well, I've got to check the kids are getting up. I'll catch you guys later. It's coming up for 7:20. They've got to get ready to go to school. So
All
catch you
right,
guys later,
Jim.
man.
All right, brother.
Yeah.
see
Nice one,
you.
guys.
Is there any new people on here, guys? Or girls? Or anybody?
I don't
My
see
mic.
anybody.
Just a bunch of crazy globe deniers on here again, huh?
Damn it, Dave. Shit.
What's wrong with these people?
I don't know, man.
It's a beautiful sunny day in California today, Kenny.
It is.
Cool.
I'm wearing
Cold
shorts and a t-shirt, man.
cold and cloudy here in Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Okay, I'm back, guys.
Welcome back.
All right, so I got one for you. What do you think about what they were talking about recently about derailing the asteroids and stuff like this? I love that. I love that. I love it.
I think
That's a
Bruce
good one.
Willis,
That's a good one,
I
man.
love the
That's a good one.
reaction. I love the reaction.
Bruce
Oh,
Willis and his crew have that covered, man. They got all that covered. Don't worry about that.
Okay,
oh my
but
God.
I want to see what you guys think about it.
You're not serious, are you?
No, fuck's sake. I'm just asking, what are your
Do you
feelings
do you think the
about it?
Earth is a ball of?
Huh?
Do you think you live on a spinning ball?
I don't think anything. I was just asking what you guys think about it. That's all.
I'm just asking you a simple question. It's okay if you think you do.
No, to be honest with you, I don't know what I live on. I don't
You
believe
don't know what
anything.
you don't
Yeah.
believe anything. Okay. Somebody else go ahead.
So you don't believe anything, but you want to know what we believe.
I wanna know what you think. To be honest with you, I think okay, I'll tell you what I believe in. Alright, there you go. You all gonna laugh at me or whatever, I don't care, yeah? I think we are in like a simulation. This is not real. Like Matrix kind of shit.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. If we're in a simulation, this simulated beer I'm drinking right now tastes amazing. It's
Oh,
fucking
man.
crazy good. And this simulated pizza is ridiculous, man. Everybody should have one.
So if somebody come up behind you and hit you with a simulated baseball bat, would it still be a simulation?
Fuck's sake. I knew you gonna take the piss. I just knew it.
I was thinking more along the lines of fun with the opposite sex. That's a great simulation if that's not real.
Childbirth for a lady. Yeah.
You robot, damn. You're a damn
Yeah.
robot, damn. Roboting. Samuel Robotham.
So even if it is a simulation, there has to be a simulator, right?
Yes,
Well, of
there
course,
has
yeah. That's what I'm saying, like Matrix kind of thing.
a smooth simulator.
It's just a smooth simulator.
Simulating ladybird
Smooth
childbirth.
simulator.
Fuck's sake.
It's just a smooth simulator.
Okay, but okay, so why do you think they are saying all that then? They're coming up with all that.
Roll what?
Why are they saying that now?
Saying what?
About the fucking things. Derailing asteroids and that. Is it they're trying to get more money out of people or
What are they saying? What are they saying about an asteroid?
they made a project to derail any asteroids coming towards Earth. Like you know that movie Armageddon or whatever it was called when they went on a big asteroid and had to put like a nuclear charge in the middle of it, so it
Because
blows
they're
up
not
and doesn't
destroying
go
the
to Earth.
fucking asteroid. They're gonna use it to shoot you with if you keep talking crazy.
But you know what I'm saying, yeah? Have you not heard about it?
I'm saying if they have anything that's called anything they can use for a weapon that's not for any fucking make believe shit, it's to be a weapon. You get it?
Oh, yeah. So
So no matter
just
what they tell you,
basically,
whether they're gonna kill Mickey Mouse or not, it's still gonna be used to kill humans.
okay. I see. That's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking like you guys what you guys think about it. Like why either what it's going to be for or why they're saying it.
Well, it's gonna. Well, what do you think, man? All they try to do is anything that you can think of. So they try to like propulsion, magnetism. I mean, any kind of they want to warp whatever. When the whole idea of warping through space and time has already been thought up with gravity way back when. So the idea to create a machine or do all this other crazy shit when all you need is just mass to warp space and time and to go do whatever. I mean, it's really I don't know. To me, it's all idiocracy.
Okay.
But I mean, in reality, actual physics, they have pulse beams, they have radar, they have energy, they have focused energy, they have sunlight, like through magnification or whatever. So yeah, I mean they can do a lot of things remotely.
Okay.
What would you do with the big beam that could shoot an asteroid thousands of miles away?
No idea, to be honest.
If you could destroy whatever an asteroid was, if you don't even know what an asteroid is, that'd be amazing to me.
I mean, I don't know what an asteroid is.
Well, how do you know what something is you've never seen if it comes from space?
Okay, come on. We all know what an
You get
asteroid is.
what I'm saying?
Theoretically,
No,
we
no,
all
no,
know what an
no,
asteroid
no,
is.
no, 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 no.
Okay,
You can't say an asteroid is diamonds, turds, dust, tears, farts,
okay.
crocodile.
I'm not saying. Okay, then I don't know, but I know what I've been told it is. So there you go. Is that better?
So you've been told
Don't
an
catch me by
asteroid.
my words. Come on, man.
Listen to my point, though. Okay,
Yeah. No, cool.
don't miss.
Yeah,
Okay, so an asteroid's what? Nickel and iron? How can an asteroid only be nickel and iron? That wouldn't be possible.
I don't know.
How can an asteroid only be what a scientist tells you when it's supposed to be stuff we've never seen before?
But that's what I'm saying. It's not that I know what it is.
So
It's not what I
listen to
was
your.
told that what it is. Yeah.
I know what you've been told is a lie, and you can see that through common sense, like a
Yeah.
child. Like, listen, you tell me, hey, Democ, every asteroid should be clay, and I say, well, if the universe is everything's got to be made out of clay, then if the only thing that can come from space is clay,
Yeah.
now if an asteroid is only nickel and whatever they told you supposedly, that means every planet and everything out there is only made of that. Lie. They told you it's not made out of that. They told you everything's different.
You are cutting out.
Democ, you went all robot when we reached
Yeah,
nuke.
I think he left. I'm not
I
sure.
said they
Oh no, he's
told
here.
you
No, there we
everything
go.
is different. Yeah, they told you everything's different out in space. All the different planets, everything's different size, bigger, smaller, whatever. Gas, a diamond, different dust, different, Mars, whatever. Just whatever they told you, right?
Yeah.
So their explanations go against what they say in the first place, also.
Okay.
Pretty much every single time. For physics, I mean, they tell you the physics, right, of a ball or a sphere or of the nature of supposed space and orbits and all this stuff like galaxies and universes, right? The universal constants and all these like the physics, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you ask for a simple demonstration where you and I can go to the address, right? I can write the address down, whatever, '02 Park Street. We can go in the lab or the building or the school or the whatever, right? And we can
Mm-hmm.
see these physics work, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the answer is no. When you get to that physics lab, you know what it's going to be? A computer screen and a cartoon, because they can't physically show you any of the physics they're trying. They explain it to you till they're blue till they're blue in the face, till their balls turn pink, and but to demonstrate it, they can't. They can demonstrate it has to be demonstrated on a flat little surface of a flat model, right? In reality, done
Mm-hmm.
over a flat plane for the most part, hills, valleys, dips, whatever. No glow. There's no ball
Democ,
tied, no ball anything.
Democ, did you just say when their balls turn pink?
Yeah, I'm just saying they can explain. I'm saying they can tell you.
Just stay quiet. I decided to ignore that. I decided to ignore that.
I
just
can't
saying.
ignore that. I
They
can't not ignore that, man. Wait a minute. Hold on, man.
Right.
That was
But
too good.
Yeah, you all try, to be serious.
That was one of the best things I've heard all week or so far, man. Until your balls turn pink. I love that. Okay. Carry on.
You get blue balls, bro. They can explain you all the math. They can show you all the pictures.
It's so funny because I just asked one question. I didn't mean to like offend anyone, and I just got jumped at. I say, be careful what you wish for.
No, you didn't get jumped on, man. That's just
a little bit.
a little bit, but it's more fun than trying to be
cool.
mean or anything.
No, I'm cool. I'm just joking.
Yeah. And but no, I mean, I love Democ can go off and in some kind of weird dimension that none of us are aware of. But yeah.
I visit from time to time.
Yeah, I love where Democ goes. I'm like, I'm so glad he's back on here, man.
Oh,
thank you, whoever let him back in. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Democ will take you into a dimension that you never seen and he only heard of.
Yeah, lab. The local lab, school, or observatory we can visit to see the physical properties of a globe working, like with water, with levels, with gravitational excitations, like demonstrated. Like we need to see it. That's where I'd love to go.
That's only in the fantasy world, there, Democ. Come on.
Yeah, but
reality, man.
Isn't like the what is it called, the fucking Jeff Bezos and that they went up into the atmosphere, whatever it's called. I don't even know what it's called now. Don't you think we're gonna be able to do that sooner than later?
So you think we can get in ships and demonstrate stuff physically by doing it, but you say it can't be done in a lab with a little toy?
What do you mean with a little toy?
I mean,
no. I was saying about going up in space.
Yeah, I'm saying demonstrate.
Going up on the parabolic fucking flight. Parabolic? Yeah.
Oh, you mean going downhill is probably, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's not weightlessness. It's just free fall. It's free fall.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Basically, if I gave you your backyard, right? I gave you a sandbox, your backyard, whatever, just a squared area. And I said, jump up real high. You just went to the ultimate highest depths of space. Congratulations. That will cost you $80 million. Welcome to the globe.
80 million thousand.
Yeah, you just jumped up in the air.
80 million thousand. I love that.
What would that mean? Like, so you're telling me just
I love it.
So like jumping up in the air. So I jumped up in the air like Michael Jordan. So now I'm on a globe.
Yeah, let's go. I'm on the orbit. Let's go, boys.
So when Michael Jordan dunks a basketball, is he on the globe in orbit?
No, of course not.
No, of course not. So when a rocket jumps up in the air, why the fuck would it be on a globe? It's just funny, right?
It is funny, Democ. Of course it's funny.
What I'm saying
we're
is
still here.
It's going to go up.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's going to come right back down just like Mike does. It's not going anywhere. You show me when that rocket goes directly to the moon and stops there and it sets up shop and waves back. You tell me that.
Oh, Democ, come on! You're asking too much. You know
Democracy
they don't have the
saying
they don't have the budget for that kind of shit. Come on, you know that.
Mark is saying Space Jam was a documentary.
Yes, yes, it
Okay.
was. It was this documentary of the highest form. I mean, that was those physics and the gravity and the science in that. You better write it down. I mean, take note.
Be good. Um,
It all works on a globe.
it works on a spinning globe. It's perfect. How dare you question it? Come on.
I mean, isn't
How
it
dare
awesome that
you?
we live on a spider globe where you can like stick to walls and walk up buildings and like walk on things, and it doesn't matter your weight because the center of your mass is pulled towards the center of the invisible center of this gobstopper. So you just defy everything because of gravity, right? And you have a spider globe, which is really awesome. So everybody's Spider-Man. I mean, right?
You're just a smooth simulator.
Smooth simulator.
Simulator. That was a Democ song. That and the pink balls. When your balls turn pink. Wait a minute, my balls are pink. Hold on. Wait.
Maybe somebody's got blue balls.
Yeah, the Earth is a blue ball, so everybody's got blue balls.
They're blue balls in space. It's amazing. It defies all
I've got the
physics.
biggest ball of them all. Earth ball, Earth ball.
I got the biggest balls of them all. Oh, fuck, man. If we don't laugh about this shit, we're going to go crazy, right? So I'm going to hear to laugh about it. And
I just want to know where we can see a tilt, like no hot air balloons. They talk about seeing this fucking curve, but they can't see any objects tilt or straighten up that have a tilt, which is fucking amazing to me. If you live on a sphere, clearly at any time, everywhere, anywhere, at all times, when you go up off the ground, like you're saying, these motherfuckers go to space or these people go up and up and up, and they go up, you should see something tilting like exponentially. The farther you get away from it, should be more and more and more and more and more.
yeah, they don't tilt. There's no tilt to the curve. There's no tilt to the curve. Check it out. Um, yeah, it's funny how things don't tilt with the curve of the ball. It's weird. It's just weird physics. I'm telling you, it's just weird. Ah, I hope you guys are having fun. I pissed on a globe this morning. It was felt good. You know, reality is a bitch. You know, it really is. For most people, it's a bitch. You know, to say, "Oh my God, I'm not spinning. I don't feel like I'm spinning. Therefore, I'm not spinning." That's reality. And for most people, man, like 99% or more, there's like, yeah, they hate reality, man. They hate it. They just hate
Yeah.
reality.
You said it.
And if you want to live in reality, you know, like I do, you know, I'm like, okay, check it out, man. We're not spinning, shooting through space a million miles an hour. Fuck off, you know. Yeah, okay. Oh no! I saw it on TV, man. The fucking. But you know, most people don't even know the circumference, radius, fucking distance to the moon. They don't know fuck all. They don't know the first fucking thing about where they live. They barely know that if you water a fucking plant, it grows. You know, fuck. You know, that's reality, man. You put a seed in the ground, you water it, it grows, you eat it, whatever. I mean, that's reality. They understand, but they can't get their heads around the fact that they're not spinning, shooting through space at fucking million miles an hour. Fuck off, you know? They just don't know. They can't fucking break away from the Disneyland fucking Hollywood fantasy, bro. That's the fantasy, man. They cannot break out of it. They're not going to break out of it. And you know, most people won't. And I'm glad that there's a few of us that did. You know, it's my pleasure to hang out with you guys, just because I know you're realists, man. You guys are looking
No,
at real science.
I'm not realist. You forgot I'm in a simulation.
Oh, right. I'm glad you guys are. You're smooth simulators. Just a bunch of smooth simulators. But I had a really good friend just died. He was a simulator. He's like, dude, this place is VR. Fuck off.
This place is VR.
This place is complete VR. This ain't real, man. Because every time I do this and that, it fucks me. And it's like the VR, fuck you, VR. He was pissed at the VR, man. But you know, I'm more like a tree hugger myself, man. Like, I think the tree's real, man. I'm gonna hug it.
I hug trees sometimes.
You know,
Nothing wrong with that.
I grew the tree from a seed. I want to hug it. I hug the tree because I grew it. But you know, is that part of the VR? I don't know, man. But it's a great exercise in reality, man. VR is, man. They're getting really good at VR, by the way. VR is really good, man. Fuck.
Yeah, I tried some VR at Locomotion. Played what is that? The Red Hot.
Yeah.
It's trippy, dude. I was killing niggas in there.
I've got a VR.
It's amazing.
I felt like I was like, when I got done, I was like all tripped. I was like, whoa, dude, what's reality?
Exactly. That's my point. That's exactly my point. I've got a VR console, and sometimes I spend like hours inside of it and just forget about reality. And then I take them off. I'm like, whoa, I'm tripping. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. The first few days I bought the VR, I was non-stop just playing VR. That's it.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Hey, Dave, I listened to that song that you wrote for Drace. I really liked it, bro.
That's Hank. It's Hank. Oh, man. The voice of non-VR reality. Non-VR reality.
I'm at home where there's Wi-Fi, abundant Wi-Fi.
Abundant Wi-Fi, non-reality, or reality Wi-Fi. I'm not sure. I'm fucked up. Never mind.
I got the fiber optics all the way to the house.
Get the fiber optics up all the way to the pink balls.
That's right. 500 up, 500 down. Ping is less than 10, sometimes like 6 or 7.
500 up and down. That's not real, man. That's got to be a VR. Thank you.
Who knows?
Nobody has 500 up and down, man. Come on. It's got to be a VR.
I don't know if I want to give away my location.
I'll tell you what, man. Growing up, I've always dreamed of a platform like we use here: Discord, Hangouts, fucking Google, fuck all, chat, fuck whatever. And it's all here, man. I can't believe it that I can talk to Hank fucking 1,500 miles away or 1,200, wherever they are. I can talk to Jin. He's 6,000 fucking miles away from my ass. It's amazing, man. Thank you guys for the VR reality that we live in. It's virtual reality. It's the VRR. I'll call it.
Where is this some kind of joke? I don't get it.
I'm just being fucking weird.
You're just taking the piss out of me, basically.
I'm trying to be my Demok. I'm trying to find my inner Demok. And it doesn't always work out, man. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. It's good.
My inner side Demok. But here in Japan, I am the only black man in Japan. Yeah, here in Japan. All right, what's up, Hank? How you doing, brother? You good?
Good, man. You know, it's the day before Thanksgiving. I'm about to smoke some birds.
Yep.
Getting it
Smoke
all
some
prepared.
birds.
Yep.
Smoke a bird, baby. Smoke a bird.
And there's my proof.
What else you
in my
smoking?
voice text. My uncle brought a ham, so I don't really know how to smoke
Oh
ham. I only
shit.
smoke turkeys. So I guess I'm smoking a ham too. I guess I'm gonna put it on the far end and just let it get a little smoke. But when I smoke the turkey, I'm cooking it and smoking it at the same time.
Right.
My dog just farted. Sorry. I just wanted to point that out. I'm in pain. God. Oh, it stinks. It's a simulated stinky. VR farts. I'm telling you, it's real.
I'm gonna.
What you talking about?
I'm gonna smoke some ganja.
Doesn't gravity
I'm gonna
hold
smoke
it
some
down to the
ganja.
floor?
Dude, what's your ganja smoking, man?
Ganya.
The gravity holds the smoke into the smoker because of the centrifugal force of the spinning globe. It holds the
Coriolis.
smoke. Coriolis smoked turkey.
Yeah.
I'm Coriolising my meat this evening. Yes. It's quite good. It's quite good. I'm here to take a piss on the globe. Any globers here to piss on? Piss.
Yeah, all I see is a big round ball.
Taking the piss out of it. That's the term. And then there's what's the other term they like to use? Oh,
Taking the Mickey?
the Mickey. The fucking Mickey.
Oh god.
The
fucking Mickey, mate.
The fucking Mickey. That's it. Yeah. So I gotta go take a Mickey. Is that a term? Where I'll be right back. You know.
No. That's not a thing.
It's not a thing. Okay. I'm trying. I'm fucking California, man. I'm not English, but my ancestry's English apparently. But you know.
Hey, dude, why did Mickey Mouse divorce Minnie Mouse?
Mickey Mouse
she was
divorced
fucking-
Minnie Mouse because she was fucking
Because
goofy.
she was fucking goofy. That's correct.
Yeah. That's a good one. Carry
Hey,
on,
can I get
gentlemen.
some ginger?
Carry on.
How did Dairy Queen get Dairy Queen pregnant?
You were. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I don't know if that went through. How did Dairy Queen get pregnant?
Dairy Queen?
Yeah, Burger King forgot to wrap his Whopper.
Burger. Huh?
He's not going to get that, Hank. That's
I don't
so
get it.
American. It's American.
I'm foreign.
fast
I'm
food.
sorry.
It's okay. It's a euphemism for a condom.
A Whopper is a condom.
No, that would be the
Rubber.
the male reproductive organ, and the fact that he forgot to wrap it.
Ah, you
Right,
forgot to wrap the Whopper, he said. Ah,
yes.
that makes sense now. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
We've got a guy
And
with
with
no
that,
rolls.
and with that positive message, I'm gonna go and sleep.
Good night. Hey, sleep well, man.
Good night,
Alright,
man.
guys.
Right.
Good
Cheers.
night, guys.
Cheers.
Take care.
Good
All
night.
Bye-bye.
right, cheers.
Cheers.
We have a person with no
Cheers.
rolls. Somebody wants to try to unmute him named Bryn. Hello, Bryn.
Bryn. How do I do that?
You gotta be a moderator.
I don't
Yeah.
think I can.
Dude, this guy is cool. He's
Gotta
got
be a
horror from
moderator.
the
He's got no rolls, man. Uh-oh. That's trouble. Yeah, you gotta be a moderator.
I'm not even gonna try to pronounce Lulu's name today. I have no idea how to say that. Somebody try to pronounce that.
Lulu.
Encyclopedia.
What's Lulu?
Encyclopedia.
Oh, I get it. Encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia.
3.14668433227.
There's some encyclopedia. All right. Well, I was hoping to catch a Glober. Damn it. I almost caught a Glober today. Almost. Damn. Somebody who's living in a fantasy world and doesn't accept reality. That is a problem. Right? Right.
You don't believe in Matrix?
I don't believe in fantasy Disneyland space. I don't like Fantasyland. Fantasyland here in Japan.
Bryn, I think you have use of your mic. Bryn, can you hear us?
Yeah, what's up? Thank you for giving me permission to talk.
Oh, what's up?
Hello.
Here we go.
You're
Hello.
welcome. So what brings you to the server?
Yeah, so I've been here in the past. I kind of meme every once in a while, but I am here to engage productively, and I do have some questions about Tartaria and the mud flood and shit. Basically, I just want recommendations for videos. I find it interesting to listen to.
Tartaria
It
mud
sounds
flood.
like you're here to learn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've been here before. Are you here under a different account now? Why did I have to VC verify you?
No, I've been VC verified before. I just got out of detention. I don't even remember why, to be honest.
Okay, well, welcome back. Whatever you did, don't do it again. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, enjoy your stay, and I'll turn you over to the rest of the users.
All right, thank you.
I got a helicopter.
So, Bryn, do you think you live on a spinning ball, sir?
I mean, like, sure, yeah, I'm a globe birther.
What's the number one reason?
All right,
What's the number one reason why you think you're on a spinning ball or spinning globe?
Basically, just because that's what I was taught in school and such.
Yeah.
Is that good
Of
enough
course.
for you?
Yeah.
Go ahead, dude.
I mean, is it good enough for me? Not necessarily, because I was also taught that Christopher Columbus made a peaceful treaty with the Native Americans, so they obviously didn't.
That's a good one. I love that one.
It was peaceful after they were dead.
Right.
He gave them blankets.
With smallpox. Hold on.
To keep warm. Yeah.
Keep warm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, noisy.
Jokes. But yeah. Would you answer 3 questions, Brandy?
Sure.
Okay. Do you know in mankind's history who and when discovered that the earth is curved? It's a ball.
No, not off the top of my head. I would assume like fucking Galileo or something.
Oh, that's pretty early. But okay, no problem. This is not a IQ test. It's not a contest. It's nothing like that. Now, second question is, do you know which man proved that the Earth is spinning around the sun and around its own axis?
No, I couldn't name the person.
Okay, no problem. And the last question is in regards to natural science. Can you demonstrate gas pressure without a container adjacent to a vacuum?
No, in this hypothetical, I'm guessing like the atmosphere would be what keeps the gas pressurized, or?
Yep.
Well, that sounds gas containing gas.
Yeah, I mean
gas containing gas.
Yeah.
Gas containing gas. Hold on, I got a fart. Hold on. No,
But
man.
what about like could you put some air pressure around your car wheels and not using the tires? I mean, it will be much cheaper.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with these. I got these new gas tires, bro. They're so amazing. I just got a rim and I put the gas around it, and it's just cool, man. You guys should try it. It's cheap.
Yeah. They make the ride smooth.
Very smooth. Doesn't make no sound at all. It's great. Oh.
Yeah.
Mm. So he asked you the 3 questions.
Yeah, these were the
know.
3 questions
And
you
you're
don't
not
know.
allowed.
So yeah, and pretty much nobody did. I mean, it was very rare when someone knew to the answer. And based on these answers that you provided, you demonstrated that the globe Earth is a belief system for you. It's not something that you know for a fact. You don't have empirical evidence for it, you know. Am I right?
I think he muted up. He might
He does.
be answering.
He doesn't
phone
know
call
who
or
did
something.
it. I really doubt he knows how it was done.
Well, yeah. But it was Aristophanes that measured the curvature. It was shadows and sticks and stones and stuff.
The story says he did, but nobody knows actually because it's just a story that we have. And when we try to apply the method, it doesn't work.
It fails completely, and it's
And
really
the funny thing is, we can perform today that kind of experiment. I mean, measurement, simultaneous measurement. But it couldn't be done in the year 273 BC. In that time, instantaneous long distance communication didn't exist. I mean, we have like 1700s, 1800s in Europe and in USA. They were barely discovered and were using the heliographs, a mirror with a tiny hole in it. You look through it and you reflect the sunlight to a far distant place. So yeah, it was light signaling communication, but yeah.
Angles didn't exist.
This didn't exist 200 years BC. It's like,
well, there's no written personal accounts. It was only hearsay from some other people accounting that he did this actual thing. But yet, it's taught in schools, man. It's taught in schools. This guy did this thing. But he didn't write anything down. It was just like, well, I heard that he wrote this down, and he might have done this, but there's no proof. There's no handwriting from his hand saying I did this experiment, whatever. It's all hearsay, man.
There's not even handwriting from the hearsay.
Right. It's like
it's a third party source, not even a second party source.
Not even a second party, right? So that makes it completely
Somebody
suspicious.
heard from somebody that heard something.
Yeah.
Right. I heard a guy that did the thing, and it was over there, and it was here and that. Okay.
The thing, yeah, that thing.
Like, really? That's what you got? That's what you're gonna bring to the table?
Yo, sorry I left. My phone died.
Hey, welcome back.
We figured you died, and you were never coming back again.
Right? I'm like, they must think I'm such an ass. I just left halfway through they were talking.
And we were just...
Well,
we're glad you survived. I'm glad you survived.
I'm glad you're back.
I talked to somebody on here probably a month ago. I can't remember their name. They were super nice, and they told me a bunch of stuff. I can't even process all the information they told me.
How long ago was this?
Like a month ago, he said.
That's me. You talked to me.
It was
no, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking
Sean. What's up, Sean, baby?
Hi, guys.
What's up,
hey,
baby?
Flat.
Oh, what up, baby?
No.
What up, baby? Talk to me, baby.
Yeah, talk to me. Talk to me. You know what's so funny? I always thought Michael Douglas in the movie Wall Street, he'd always answer the phone. Talk to me. It's fucking perfect.
Talk to me, baby. Tell me about this fucking flat ass globe.
I don't know what to say.
Globe.
It's a flat globe. If nothing else, if it's a globe, it's flat.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how that works, but Yeah. It doesn't work. That's how.
Well, if you go to the Flat Earth Society, they tell you all about it, don't you know?
Yeah, they'll tell us
It's a
all
flat
about
globe.
something.
All about the flat globe.
Yeah.
So, Brandy, did you
All
hear
right.
the conclusion? Did you hear my conclusion? Yeah, when I finished asking with those 3 questions, I said that the globe is actually a belief system for you, and you don't have any knowledge or empirical evidence
Yeah, like I
for
don't
it.
know.
So,
I was taught it when I was a kid, and I just forgot it.
yeah. We were, vast majority of us, all of us were, you know. I don't personally know anyone that was a flat earther from birth.
Hold on, they showed you evidence the Earth was a globe in school.
Well, I'm sure that's what led me to the belief that the Earth is round or whatever, you know.
I thought that was just repetition.
You ever thought about it though? You ever been like, crazy? That's a lot of speeds in all directions. I wonder why I don't feel that.
How do
Anything like that?
people stay upside down?
Because when I was in school, they didn't actually offer any evidence. They just said it.
Yeah.
They just said people that think the Earth is flat are stupid. Therefore, it's a globe. Don't be stupid too.
They think I'm a Russian spy. They're convinced. They keep bringing it up. No idea what that's about. Here's what I think it is. I should take it as a compliment. I'm making a difference. And I spend a lot of time here. And they're like, well, this guy's so well trained. And, or whatever. He's so good. And he's always there. And there's no way he's not getting paid. And so to get a rise out of me, they're like, oh, he's a Russian spy. Why they didn't pick China, I'll never know. So apparently I'm a Russian spy.
You are Russian vodka drinking.
Oh, that's why they picked it, because I can't impersonate Chinese people. I can't do it.
I found the person. I found the person that I talked to previously in here. The name was Wolfgang Hope.
He's great.
Oh,
B flat.
He's great. Yeah.
Yeah. B flat. Get it? He's got the. So you guys know what a B flat or like an A sharp in music,
That's so
right?
funny. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. He's a man of many tales and talents.
Yeah, I'm looking through my message history here, and I remember why I was detained now.
Why were you detained?
Well, I was put in detention, but I acted unjustly, but I was triggered. I don't want to argue that.
That's fine.
You know.
That's fine. Yeah, you don't even have to bring it up. You know what you just did. You were really honest about that, and that's what That's what I like. And I think I speak for everybody. Everybody likes honesty, right?
When you become
it's
conscious
preferred.
of it, yeah, it's humane.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like honesty.
Shut up.
We all do mistakes.
You know you do.
Vodka makes you honest.
It can. Certainly has the capability. Not sure if I'd want to be there for that one, but yeah, it's possible. Alrighty. Yeah.
So, would you have any questions for us? Would you like to ask something?
Hero button. There, Chief.
Yeah, I don't really have any questions. Basically I come here to get video recommendations, and then I watch the videos and comment about them. If you know, there's a YouTuber that is a flat earther that I like. We have a lot of the same. What is it? Basically, he's a vegan, and so am I, and so I like that YouTuber. But I can't remember what his name is. But Wolfgang is the one that recommended me to him.
Yeah.
Russian vids? No, never mind.
Probably. RV, baby. RV truth. Everything's 33.
So
he's a vegan or vegetarian, right?
I don't care. but I don't know.
Hey, Bren, tell me that you've scrolled to the bottom of the server and looked at all the different topics that are discussed here, right?
Yeah, there's all types of different stuff. You got the flat Earth, you got the moon landing, and now that I'm looking at it, there's way more than I remember. Military technology, the fucking
Yeah.
Red Bull. I don't think I had access to
Electromagnetic
all this
wave
my first time around.
propagation.
If you were in detention, probably not.
You probably just said a curse word.
You got triggered.
Right.
What'd you say? What'd you say? Dang it! Did you say shucks? We don't like those kinds of serious words around here. We like more like fuck and shit and pussy. Those are the ones.
Hold on. Wait
Here,
till
you're all honey and pie when you want something.
That's good. Good material. So are you a Glober, young man?
No, he's not. He's Fencer.
Oh, so you're a Glober then. That's cool.
I'm on
Got
fence.
it. On the
I'm
fence.
agnostic.
On the no, get out of here with all that nonsense. Listen, you're either a Glober or you know the truth. There's no fence, and the truth doesn't boil down to the entire Earth. Every inch is flat. We don't know that. I don't know that. I can't make that claim. What we've measured doesn't match up with the official globe narrative at all whatsoever. The numbers aren't there. And since Globers are so addicted to numbers, raised thinking math is a form of natural science. We'll get to that later. But yeah, it's not a globe. We can't find proof of it. Can you?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna go out into space. You know, I don't have the ability to, or whatever.
Hey,
No,
you know
I'm
what's
like,
funny? Neither do I. I can't go to space, and no one in this room can go to space either. Isn't that crazy? Nobody.
If you
Anyway,
look in the
keep going.
If you look in the live stream voice channel, you see that channel?
yeah, I'm in the voice text. Is that the one?
Yeah,
or-
yeah. I just posted a link. We have a wiki page that has over 100 observations, laser tests, radio waves, long distance observation, infrared, mirrors.
Yeah, but
name
like you obviously know I can't understand what any of that shit means. Just being like the average consumer.
Just a chart, dude. It's just a chart of observations. So can you understand this? This should be pretty simple. They say that the Earth is a ball of 24,000 miles circumference, right? That's what they say. So do you think
Okay.
it's possible to send a radio wave 10,000 miles without a satellite? So 12,000 miles is North Pole to South Pole, right?
Right.
It's
Like, I
halfway.
don't fucking know how satellites work, bro. So it's like, you know what I
No,
mean?
this
Like,
is without a satellite. You don't need to know how a satellite works because this is before satellites. Before the idea of satellites was even thought of.
Yeah.
So this is 1918. United Kingdom to Australia radio communication. It's pretty far. And radio waves don't go through the ground. So how did they
I
do
heard they
that?
have like underwater cables or some shit.
It's radio waves, bro. The radio tower.
Here, let me click on that radio wave flat Earth observation, and then which one of the
Yeah, go
five?
down to Marconi.
Okay, Marconi wireless telegraph. Distance 10,500 miles. Globe predicted horizon distance does not compute.
Yeah, it doesn't compute because it's like if you put that in a calculator, it's on the other side of the ball. This is like being on the top of the ball, like being on the North Pole and talking to someone over the radio that's in the South Pole. So it's not possible, right? You don't think you could take a walkie-talkie on the North Pole and talk to someone on the South Pole, do you?
No.
Yeah, no. They did this in 1918.
1918?
1918.
Well, they're just making shit up then. I mean, how can anybody fact check shit that was 100 years ago?
Well, because they did it for a while. They did it
registered
during World War
patent.
One.
Yeah.
That's
And
crazy.
they repeated it in the 30s. So Admiral Byrd used to, he went to Antarctica, right? with a little, well, it's not quite in the Antarctic Circle, but where what they call Little America, where McMurdo Station is now. He used to do a weekly radio show where he would broadcast all the way to New York City from Antarctica. You got to remember, this was so long ago. There was no, the radio was brand new. There's no repeater towers. There's no satellites. There's none of that stuff. None of that stuff exists yet.
There was no network. Yeah.
Right. Like, yeah, for me to even like participate in the conversation, I feel like I need
So,
to
like,
like
the
understand
whole
how like
country of the
satellite
entire United
communication
States
works.
after would be deluded that they didn't hear Admiral Byrd talking on the fucking radio.
No, I'm not. I'm not I'm not discrediting anything you're saying. I'm just saying like I have no knowledge of like satellite communication, so I feel like I can't really take part in the conversation if I don't know
What
what the
I'm
fuck
trying
you're
to tell you,
talking
this
about.
is pre-satellite. This is pre-Sputnik.
So how did
No
they
one has
do it?
been to outer space yet.
What are they claiming was their communication method?
Radio.
Electromagnetic waves propagation over flat Earth.
That's right. Line of sight. Communication.
Yeah.
So you know how your
Yeah.
cell phone works, right? You got your cell phone, and there's a cell phone tower out there somewhere,
Sure.
right? On top of a building. And like the radio waves
Yeah.
from your little cell phone go to the tower. And then the tower goes over landlines, whatever. So this is the same thing, only a lot farther. A lot farther.
And it's not plausible.
Possible. Well, on a globe, no, because radio waves don't go through the ground.
Okay. See, that's what you.
Because it would
like. I'm
have
not
to go
understanding.
through the. It would have to go through the center of the Earth, right? It would have to
Right.
go through the center of the Earth to talk to someone on the other side of the Earth.
I see.
This
Okay.
is just like one example. I mean, like I said, that observations page is over 100.
Right.
So we're so the thing. If you stay in this topic, the more you stay in this topic, this is something you're going to find out. We can demonstrate everything we say by experiment that you can actually replicate yourself. They can't demonstrate anything. So Sasha asked you, can you have a gas pressure without a container next to a vacuum? Now, a globe earther will say, yeah, you can, but they can't demonstrate it. They can only talk about it. They'll say things, yeah, the Coriolis effect, yeah, it exists because of the rotation of the Earth. And you say, okay, demonstrate it. And they can't demonstrate it. And they can make all these claims, but they can't demonstrate any of them. That's the problem with the globe. There's a lot of claims, nothing's demonstrable.
I see. What's super interesting for me? It's more like the conspiracy theory aspect of it all. It's like why is there this the line drawn at the 66th parallel, the Antarctic Treaty, shit like that. That's what I find interesting.
Well, yeah, that leads down a rabbit hole too, because a common argument that Goldberg's come in here with is that the United States exists because the United States and the Soviet Union were against each other in the space race, and they would have ratted each other out, that there's no such thing as space, right? So if you look up something called the International Geophysical Year, this was an organization that the United States and the Soviet Union were part of, and France and all the Western world, about mapping the Earth. And the Antarctica Treaty was part of this. Part of this whole, this international, what would you call it? An international initiative to so-called like measure, quantify, do scientific research on the Earth. And Sputnik, Explorer 1, and the entire space program is part of that. The Antarctic Treaty is part of that. It was all like in a 5-year period during the Eisenhower administration, post-World War II. So there's a lot of, it's not just the Antarctic Treaty, there's other stuff that goes along with it. The Antarctic Treaty in and of itself is bizarre because it's supposed to protect the environment of Antarctica, but Antarctica is the harshest environment in the world. It doesn't need protection, right? Nothing lives there, right? Officially, it has 6 rivers, the longest of which is only 1.6 kilometers long. There's no plant life. There's no animal life. There's no trees. There's nothing. There's nothing there. Why does it need protection? Protection from what? How can you make it worse? Right? How could you make Antarctica worse than it already is? You already can't live there.
In winter, it's minus 80 degrees Celsius. That
So
is so
something,
cold. If you
yeah,
breathe, it kills you. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And think about this: the Arctic Circle, they've had cities and towns there for hundreds of years. Something like 4 million people live above the Arctic Circle. There is not a single permanent settlement in the Antarctic Circle. There's never been a human being born in the Antarctic Circle. Right?
Yeah.
So if it's Earth's a globe, it's supposed to be symmetrical. It should be even, right? What's on the bottom should be on the top, but it's nothing like that. Something like only 11% of all human beings live so-called south of the equator. It has like something like only 70% of the diversity of flora and fauna south of the equator. So they're nothing alike.
I love cool stories.
Yeah, as always, the devil's in the details, man. The devil's always in the details.
That's where the devil hides.
That's how he catches you with the details when you pay attention.
Exactly. It's like that Apple terms and services, you know?
Yeah.
Nobody reads that shit.
Just like in school when they said it was a globe, you didn't pay attention and say, hold on, they just said the Earth's a ball, but they didn't provide any evidence for it. They just want me to accept it. They pointed to a toy in the corner and they said, I live on that. And they said, you're stupid if you don't believe that. And that was their evidence.
Yep.
Social pressure was their evidence.
Still is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm listening. I just have nothing to say. I'm just reading the chat and such.
Well, I mean, there really is nothing to say because any amount of critical thinking, that's the first step is actually thinking about it. Because we have people that are anti-flat earthers. They think that just asking the question, right, like science is supposed to do, testable, repeatable, verifiable, supposed to be able to test scientific claims. All scientific claims are supposed to be repeatable. You're supposed to be able to check it. You're not supposed to trust anybody, right? Nowhere in the scientific method does it say trust me. It's supposed to be able to hey, I'm gonna make a scientific claim. Okay, how'd you do it? Okay, I should be able to go repeat it. Right? But that's not
false.
But anti-flat earthers say, oh, dude, don't even ask the question. Don't look at this. Don't even look. Because if you look, you're stupid by default.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm not like some, troll coming in here to like be an asshole or anything.
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to point out that the whole flat Earth versus globe Earth thing, there is a psychological and social component to it beyond the evidence. This is why people won't even look at the evidence because they don't want to be called a flat earther. So people will refuse to look at evidence because they're afraid they're going to see something they can't deny. Then they'll be a flat earther.
Right. I feel like that same line of thinking goes with other philosophies I subscribe to as well.
Oh, sure, of course. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist. I can't look at that.
Right. Yeah. No, conspiracy theories are fun. That's why I'm here. You know what I mean? Like, I think that shit's fun. So.
Well, what about
conspiracy
aliens?
fact, not conspiracy theory.
What about aliens? What about them?
Yeah, that's a true conspiracy theory.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think there's been proof of aliens, but I'm agnostic. Yeah, I'm sure there's other life forms out there.
Where?
Wherever. Fuck, I don't know.
You mean like in the sky?
mean, like in space?
Yeah,
I
well,
answer
that
this
space
question?
doesn't exist. We just demonstrated with the second law of thermodynamics and and gas pressure.
Oh, come on! I'm
The
not a scientist,
definition
bro.
of gas, yeah, the definition of gas pressure states gas pressure is the number of collisions with against the container.
You guys gotta understand. I'm not like a scientist. I'm like I just
Yeah.
got a high school degree. Like I don't
You don't have to
understand
be a
half the shit you're talking
scientist to
about.
know the truth.
Yeah,
You don't have to be a scientist to know the truth about your reality, my friend.
No, that's cool. I
That,
just
that's
like,
part of
could you
this.
dumb it
That's
down
right.
for me, possibly?
Listen, even that is social conditioning.
Dumb what?
Yeah, we
Thinking,
can break it down.
No, I'm not trying to.
Um,
I'm not trying to silence you. I just genuinely don't understand. Like, if you could like break down the
Yeah.
terms even further. Like, I'm not trying to
Yeah.
be an asshole or anything. I'm just genuinely I don't understand.
No, I'll be
Yeah.
the asshole.
well, I want to point out
So
something that even that, right? They convince a lot of people that you have to be super smart scientists to figure it out. You don't. These are actually very simple problems. They're not hard. I mean, the globe is like third grade geometry. It isn't difficult.
yeah.
Right.
Hey,
I mean,
can I
you can
add a
use a
note?
simple analogy. Like, hold on 1 second. I'll give you. You can go after me. So, like the simple analogy of, can you pump up a tire without the tire? Right. Anyone understands that. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out that you can't pump up a tire if you don't have the tire there. That you need a container to create pressure. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't have a ball of air just floating around? A gas? Oh.
No, I agree and I understand.
Only if you have
Thank you for telling me
air
that.
containing the air.
Yeah, somebody's mic's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone's trying to jump in though, but his mic is kind of low.
Oh, 1 sec.
Is my mic okay?
No, you're
Yeah.
fine.
I just want to say something super quick. Like if you go to the doctor and they diagnose you with sinusitis, right? And you're like, oh man, I don't know what that means, right? He's smart. I better do what he says. Well, itis is Latin for swollen, and sinus is, the stuff in between your nose, right, and the back of your skull, right? So, they're just speaking in Latin so that you don't understand, so they can keep you in the dark. You're definitely smart enough to figure this shit out. It's just they got, fancy words and shit. Thanks for.
It's wizardry.
It's actually a term for it. It's called obscurantism.
I like it.
If you don't think you're smart enough, just watch one Don Pettit video, and you'll rethink how smart you think you need to be.
Yeah.
Don Pettit was the spokesperson for NASA interviews and videos and tours and such for a number of years, and he's supposed to be the best and brightest for anyone listening. And he describes certain machinery in the greatest achievement of mankind's after effects and in the things that they built because of the moon landing. Anyway, he describes things like that, and he says like chugga chugga chugga, and that's his technical term for when they're turning poop into coffee in the ISS. Poop into coffee. That's their claim, and I think it's adorable. Anyway, continue.
So, dude, like, what do you have any practical experience with? Do you work? Do you have a job? Do you work with? Are you a mechanic? Do you do anything like that?
Yeah, so basically, I'm a full time caretaker of disabled people. And then in my free time, I'm like a debater for like what is it, like, I can't think, ethics and shit like that.
Ethics.
Wow, dude, a man after my own heart.
Sorry, guys, just doing a mic check. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we hear you.
I can hear you.
Yeah, sorry to jump in. I was the guy who was trying to jump in about.
Hold on, real quick. Your mic's really low. We can't really even hear you.
No, we can hear you. He's trolling.
No, I'm not. I can't fucking. Okay, well, then it's on my end. Sorry, go ahead, continue.
Turn him up. Turn him up then.
I'm gonna. Okay, sorry.
No, everyone was already talking. Sorry, I had to leave Discord and then rejoin.
Got it. Yeah, I just turned you up, so now I can hear you. And so now everyone can have the conversation again.
No, I just wanted to add to the point on what he was talking about earlier about space and aliens.
Okay.
Now, I don't want to get everyone upset. I'm going to speak a little bit of globish, okay?
Please do.
Okay.
Okay. Now, to the globe model and everything, the guy that asked a question about space and aliens, is he still in the chat?
Yeah, he's here.
Oh, okay. So a light year, right, is a measurement for distance in like the void of space, right? So it's like, a light year, how far is that? Approximately about 186,000 miles per light year. So to get to the question of if there's aliens out there. Now, if you're looking at a star system that is like, let's say 100 to 200,000 light years away, by the time you get there, it won't even exist. Or it'd be the reverse way, meaning that it hasn't been created yet. There, in that system, there hasn't been a supernova to create a star or anything like that. So that means light travels at a certain speed. We've somewhat measured that. So if they're correct and it's 186,000 miles, I'm just saying, the distance, if you're looking for life out there, for one, if you look at the distance between the objects, that is the true reality, is that you would never find them and they would never find us.
Okay, I would like to respond. So the whole light year, it's a measurement of like distance. It's just a concept.
Yeah, time and space,
never
basically.
Actually,
right. Yeah.
Hold on, bro. I'll let you talk. Let me finish. So yeah, it's never really been actually measured out. The speed of light is based on the assumption of the speed of light. So I also wanted to say, if you ever been on your cell phone, right, and you go to take out the trash or check the mail and you start losing signal, and then you go around the block, maybe you took a walk after your dog or something, and you lose signal completely. Well, this phenomenon is called the inverse square law. So light travels forever, but not at the same intensity. So when you're driving away from your city, 2 or 3 cities later, you can't pick up, the radio station, right? Even though it's 10,000 watts or whatever the hell they're broadcasting at, right? And this phenomenon, everybody knows it, right? You just didn't know what it was called, but it's called the inverse square law. So every time you double the distance, the intensity drops 4 times. Think about it like hairspray. If you spray real close, there's going to be quite a bit of particle density. But every time you distance it out, the particles that actually hit the cardboard is going to be less and less dense, right? Well, this is the same way that.
And if
Hold
the
on,
light
bro. Let
source
me
is
finish.
moving, it's
Let me
called
finish,
redshift.
bro.
Yes.
Brought it. I didn't interrupt you, bro. I don't know why you interrupted me. Anyway, so it's all right. I know you're just engaging. It's fine. So yeah, this phenomenon, it's pretty well known, right? Everybody knows about it. Everybody's experienced it. So if we're getting light from 13.8 billion light years away, I don't know what that calculates to, but I'm going to assume it's like quintillions of miles away. If you think that your eyes can detect light from that far, I would say that you have to have a great amount of faith that I do not possess. Because if your eyes can detect light from quintillions of miles away, like I would say that intensity would be so damn bright. If it was coming from a sun like ours, it would destroy everything within its vicinity. Thanks.
Well, I totally 100% agree with you. Right. I was just basically just just basically throwing up facts that I've learned as a glober. And their model, if you do the math, due to the vast distances of every object supposedly in the universe, right? The mass distance between the objects is basically there's no absolute with mathematical for you to travel. Okay, you see something in the distance and they say it's like 186,000 light years away, and you build a ship and you travel at the speed of light for 186,000 years. How do you know that star system still exists after that? The distance.
Why are you asking questions like this?
Well, these are the questions that made me.
Well, this is a problem.
Right, but space is a violation of natural law, so we don't even have to think about what may or may not be happening in space.
The problem why you got to think about this thing is due to Einstein relativity. He made mankind to talk about distances like a light year is traveling for the whole time of a whole year with the speed of light, and that is 186,000 miles per second. In 1 second, you made almost 200,000 miles in 1 second. And to move a whole year, you are quickly in the numbers of not astronomical, but Google numbers. And for me as a human, when I think of a billion, I don't feel comfortable spending time to count 1 billion in my lifetime. Because that's going to take you 30 years. But 1 trillion, yeah, is 1 trillion seconds is 31,000 years approximately. So it is far beyond humane grasp.
And they
It's
explain
not
the light to me.
empirical. Yeah.
Right. They explain the light to
And
be physically like a projector. Like you can look at it and see into the past and the future and all this. Like you can divide a piece of light and look 2 days ago into light and look 3 days ago into light and 2
yeah.
years back into light. Just goofy. Because if that was the case, the sun coming from the distance that it is supposedly, and it shined on the ground, you would see a projection of some kind of fucking movie happening on the cement.
And yeah, Einstein made you think of all these vast distances. You see, you also say they're mathematic models and stuff. But what you're actually saying is that your head is younger than your feet. And
Right. He's saying that distance equals time. So your head is older than your feet, or vice versa, right? Because there's distance between your head and your feet, and so distance is time, and that's that, right?
Pretty much, that's what they're saying.
That is what they're saying.
But I thought the higher off the ground you get, the slower time moves. So wouldn't your head's younger than your feet? Okay, I get you. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
That
that's
makes
why.
Well, yeah, space, distance between A and B, there's space between there, so space-time. I mean, it's kind of a genius nothing statement to say space-time. But anyway, go ahead.
Laser point a laser at something far away. Is that older or younger? I mean, in the time that you're in right now, is it just the present? You know?
Oh, yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, globe proponents believe that.
They do. Well, yeah.
They also believe light bends.
Yeah, light is not a wire to bend it. It's not steel. It's not plastic.
Out of all the flat Earth debates I've had, I've come up with one simple word: sundial.
I agree. I love that. Nobody talks about it. I love it.
Oh, I have. But yeah.
Sundial.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they'd claim. I'm kind of, let's see, what would they say? They'd say
Earth dial.
Earth dial.
Yeah, just beside the sea bulge.
I don't know.
I want to see the globe dial. I want to see the globe sundial.
Yeah.
Well, there's watches which are flat. There's sundials which are flat. There's Antikythera, I think that's how you say it, mechanisms which are flat. What
Check out the
else?
sundial in India. It's wicked.
Watches, compasses, all that stuff.
Ezekiel's wheels.
Ezekiel's wheel, exactly. Amazing.
So we'd have to make a spherical compass with like pieces of metal all over it pointing in different directions, guiding you around the fucking magnetosphere. Be so confusing. Like, where are we at right now? We're in between 7 different arrows, and it says we're west 3 times in a row, but then we're north. I don't know what's going on.
Snake oil, man. It's snake oil.
Yep. Cake and circus, right? Give them cake and circus.
The best is dinosaurs, man. It's the best.
Well, hold on. Dinosaurs is a misnomer, and because that just means, I mean, it's big lizard. Big lizards still exist. They're just smaller than they claim that the big lizards were millions of fucking years ago that no one was alive to see.
Right. Like, you think about it, right? Humans have been building out of stone and building massive stone mammoth stone. They've been digging for great minerals for thousands of years.
I don't know about thousands, but they've been digging a lot. Yeah.
They've been digging a lot. And no one has ever come across a fucking, like, a skeleton bone. Like, you would worship that shit. You'd have it as a headdress.
That's the thing, though. They can just make paper mache bones, dude. You know, it's not a fucking problem. They laugh at people. They're gonna laugh at this conversation right now. I can't believe they're even arguing about this. Yeah, it's the dumbest thing ever. We just did paper mache and they believed it. So
exactly.
Anyway.
Yeah, dinosaurs didn't exist.
Who knows? Who cares? You know what I mean? It's such a distraction. Even evolution has some flat Earth relevance. Dinosaurs, get the fuck out of here.
You know, it was all created by 2 brothers, eh? With
what
spade
was?
shovels.
Oh yeah, didn't they just find some shit and they're like, hang on a second.
Yeah. As
hang
far
on.
as I know,
do you realize what we can do right now?
As far as I know, it was 2 brothers, and you know, $5 at the door to see the wonders of the world.
Right. Circus Sideshow. It's such a perfect depiction on the micro of the macro. Literally, circus just sums it up. That word. In fact, I've been to the circus a couple of times, and I felt a little more comfortable around those folks than the general public. But now someone's gonna clip that out and be like, Sean says he's in the circus. Anyway.
Well, those are the guys who gave birth to NASA, the circus guys.
Yeah, Barnum and Bailey.
Yeah.
and their tigers that they slept with.
Yep.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Anyway, God, back to flat Earth, please.
Well, I believe it's more like a realm. I believe that it has no edge, so therefore it has no shape.
I know it. Listen, I don't know the shape. I can't leave.
That's what I think. But
I can't leave. Done deal. Oh, you think you know the shape of this thing? That's fine. That you have to just admit that that's an opinion, and we can move forward.
Exactly. There's no walls or fences. It's our governments. That
no idea. No, we have no idea. Even saying Antarctic Treaty to me and all that stuff is just like, well, but number one, how do you personally know that the Antarctic Treaty is a thing that's going to prevent you specifically from going down and checking out the shit?
Oh.
Technically, you don't know until you go try.
I got something better than that Antarctic Treaty.
Okay, let's hear it.
Operation Fishbowl.
Okay, I like Fishbowl. I like the implications, but they're just merely implications. It's the name of an operation that supposedly was checking to see if rockets could get out or some shit.
Actually, it was I forget who was behind the whole thing. You can research it, but
it's Dominic and that such.
It was actually high altitude nuclear detonations.
Yeah. Check it out.
If you see a nuke go off in high
One moment. They say they were nuclear, but in those times and age, they actually discovered hydrogen and helium. And
somebody's
helium was. Is it me? Sorry.
No.
And helium and also hydrogen, they have a special compound, should I say, or state, where you have hydrogen 3 or helium-3. And these are the most rare elements in the world. Uh, and these make the most powerful explosives. Helium explodes, and hydrogen is like creating a very, very fast combustion, um, which is more like an implosion. Yeah. So.
Right.
And these made very powerful weapons. Yeah, those mushroom shapes explosions, which they claim they are nuclear detonations. Yeah,
They claim
are
that because they
actually
claim they're splitting the nucleus of the atom. Is that correct?
well, actually, what's happening with helium-3?
Wow, shit. Sorry. You know what?
That
Let's see if we can stay on task. I don't want to lose
yeah.
our friend's attention.
Okay.
But yeah,
Let's
that's
get
crazy
back.
shit. Hydrogen and helium. Boom.
Yeah.
Not that hard either. Not that hard. You can make it in a fucking classroom. What?
This
Hydrium. Mix them together.
Yeah, hydrium.
Tritium,
What?
they call.
What brought us
tritium.
into this conversation? Does anybody remember?
Don't forget adrenaline, but I don't know.
I don't know.
I love adrenaline. I love it. Sundial. Adrenaline is only possible on a flat Earth?
Glenn, you're kind of being
No.
disruptive. Get to finish his thoughts, bro.
I'm sorry, dude. Go ahead, Get.
With what?
The exploding helium and hydrogen, and what it implies.
Yeah, I think the helium-3 actually is capable of exploding so fast that light itself somehow doesn't have time to be generated. The photons are not that fast enough, and it, it does something with because helium-3 is a superfluid. It's below the lambda point, which is an extreme, a totally different kind of realm of existence. And when it makes this violent transition to like liquid helium and gaseous and its hot state and stuff, it releases a lot of energy, and I think it generates very powerful electromagnetic waves, EMPs, which are so powerful that they can make any metals in the presence of these explosions. The metals, they will turn into hot gaseous state. They explode. The metals actually become bombs, explosions, and will make this explosion very big, like on very large scale. If you detonate it in a desert where you don't have many metals, yeah, it won't be that big. But if you detonate it in a city where you have a lot of concrete steel and stuff like that, all that metal is going to actually explode and turn into gaseous, hot gaseous state of metals. Like metals melt, but if you keep increasing the temperature, they evaporate. They
Just
boil
like anything
and
would,
evaporate.
yeah.
Yes. And when you have an atmosphere of metal, that is very, very heavy air and with very powerful pressure. It's not like this air that we breathe.
No, you could
It
probably
is,
chew it. You could chew the air at that point.
It has that thing we can see in these explosions, that buildings getting pulverized, they instantly turn to dust, So,
Yeah, I don't know if we've ever seen anything like that before. Have we? as a nation in the world
Not in
on a
real.
certain date in a
I've
certain city?
seen videos. I've seen video recordings with these explosions, but I haven't seen with
Yeah.
my own eyes in real. Yeah.
Well, what would hydrogen be?
Hydrogen also, yeah, hydrogen 3 is also considered one of the rarest element, but they say it's a very powerful energy source and very clean
Is it
also.
ice? What is
Yeah.
it?
Sorry?
Is it ice? What is it?
Liquid. It's liquid.
It's liquid, so it's water.
Yeah. Well, it's liquid hydrogen. It's very close to helium. Yeah, it's very low temperatures.
So frozen
Somewhere.
hydrogen, frozen helium. So solid hydrogen and solid helium mixed together.
No, we don't have. There is no video or anything with solid helium, like helium ice or hydrogen. I have not seen yet.
There's not
And
ice?
yeah.
Well, like when you have something that's really hot and you put it through a cold process, it should freeze faster, right?
Well, the problem is helium is the element which reaches the lowest temperatures. To achieve liquid helium, you have to actually use liquid hydrogen, you know.
You're using hydrium to create helium-3.
Yeah, by boiling hydrogen, we can
No. I want to
achieve
get
liquid.
solid helium.
Oh, to get solid helium.
When they tell you they're going to the
Problem,
moon to
yeah.
mine, they're
With
supposedly mining
helium,
helium-3 or 4
yeah.
off the moon. So it has to be
Look,
solid or something like hydrogen.
look, helium starts condensate into a liquid at 5 Kelvin. At 2.17 Kelvin, it becomes superfluid. You enter a different realm
Yeah,
towards the
like a
0
jelly.
Kelvin.
Yeah,
Towards
becomes
the
a
0
jelly.
Kelvin. You only have 2 degrees Kelvin to
Starts
zero.
Gentlemen,
compressing itself, right?
Yeah.
Demark, you said somebody was mining helium off the moon. Can you cite your source for that?
No. I didn't say
Oh
no.
yeah, Elon Musk. Elon Musk
Hear me
said,
right. I didn't.
yeah.
Hold on, man. I
Yeah.
didn't say they are because I haven't been there. I said the idea or the process of sending someone there to mine the thing they
Yeah,
would.
they.
Hold on. The thing
Yeah.
that they would be mining or looking for would be helium or hydrogen-3 or 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
So no, I don't
Correct.
have a source for them mining it because they're not going to tell you about it. But I do have a source that's what they would want to mine because that's what all the scientists tell you. When they tell you dark matter and all this other shit, and they're trying to find out, it's all helium.
Yeah.
Look into it. It's all helium.
Yeah. Yeah.
Their whole basis of everything is built on the shit of
Yeah.
helium. So yes, I
Yeah.
mean it's the source of everything. Shit.
Mm.
But I don't have proof that they're up there doing anything. I don't have proof they can make it to the moon. I don't have proof they can't. You know what I mean? That's the government. They're wicked.
I think they can somehow see uh, when you look at the moon with spectrometers, stuff like this. Um, Probably the moon shows that those colors of spectrum which helium does, you know, and yeah.
Well, I know we've got Antarctica, which would be compared to the closest to whatever they consider the moon as. So the highest
Mhm.
point in Antarctica or wherever that's the coldest point on the planet would
Yeah.
be considered the next place that you would go to actually mine to prepare for the moon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moonfish. They're going to be moon fishing.
No, I said mining. They're going to be looking for helium-3 and 4 in Antarctica. That's why you can't go there.
Well, it would explain why it's so frozen, you know. like
Yeah.
those big ice walls and ice as far as you can see with your eyes,
Like
you know.
space might be a gel.
Yeah.
It might be a gel. Like it might not be solid to the extent of ice for just, whatever they claim hydrogen is, and it's like solid water when you freeze it in your freezer. If you mix the idea of whatever helium is or the certain temperature itself, you might just get a different reaction, which is like a jelly helium.
Yeah, this is what fascinated me when I was reading about this helium, liquid helium. I saw that its internal pressure is almost 14 psi, just like the air which we breathe and exist in. It's the same pressure. And yeah, if you had like an ocean, and you will look at it, you will not see it. You will see a valley because it has a very low in the refraction index. So you can see through. It's like almost perfect transparent, and um, yeah, it's frictionless. And no matter how deep you dive, the pressure is constant. Yeah. It's not like water. The deeper you dive, the pressure increases because you have more and more water on top of yourself. But this is not the case of helium.
I'm just curious what happened to the new person. Are they still here?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's here.
All right, just checking. Is they got any questions, issues, concerns?
Or participate.
Yeah, I don't have nothing to say. I've just been listening.
Cool. Enjoy. These are speculations, actually. Personal. Uh, they are not entirely mine. I got inspired from reading uh, all sorts of publications, article discoveries, and talking with friends here. So yeah.
So let's give him one fact that's not a speculation.
Yeah.
You know how far away, if you're at 1 foot above the ground, how far away should the horizon be, Brian?
No, I don't know.
According to the
One
globe
point.
math, it should be 1.22 miles away. So have you ever been out to the beach and been laying on the beach, you're like a foot off the water, and you think you're seeing more than 1.2 miles away? I'm just giving
Yeah,
you a globe fact that we see much further than that at a lot of occasions. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
You can respond if you want to.
yeah, no. I've already been made aware of this by the last guy I talked to. He showed me that there's just like you
Black
can zoom
Swan.
in with a certain type of camera and you can like see ships over the horizon or whatever.
Yes.
That you,
Yeah. And have you ever seen like the ships? They start to disappear from the bottom up, but when you zoom in with a P900 camera, uh, you actually bring them back into view, like the whole boat. And this is because refraction. The air has a very low refraction index, but it does have, so it refracts light. And this means that we cannot see infinite distances through air. light intensity, the intensity of the light source dictates how far uh, you can illuminate, shine the light. And this will be like tens of meter, hundreds of meter, kilometers far away. A good analogy is like when you drive the car at night and someone is with long distance headlights, it blinds you, so it switches to the short one so you can see the road.
Yeah, no, sorry for the delayed response. I'm eating, but yeah, I'm listening.
Bon appetit. So that's
It's all good, man. We're
what's
not gonna make you
happening with.
talk while you're trying to eat. Go ahead, get me good. Sorry.
Yeah, I just wanted to say this is what is happening with long distance observations. Um, some of the days we have very good weather and the refraction index of the air is very low. This means we will see very far. And if you even climb up higher, this will also increase your visibility. So you will see very far away. But on bad weather days with a high refraction index in the air, uh, our visibility will be reduced quite significantly. Uh, Instead of seeing 10 or 20 miles